Alley Show! Happy New Year! Hey, by the way, the top 50 moments was such a great idea. Thank you for putting all the work into that, and it was done so well. I occasionally get a little bit of anxiety thinking some of your shows are so funny, I don't know if I should save the podcast or what, because I want to go back and listen to some of those things. So it was great to hear you go through some of those and catch some of the good ones that we all remember from the previous year as a top 50. Please do that again at the end of 2025. Have a fantastic New Year.
Good morning. You have tuned into the Klein Alley Show on the World Famous KROQ. It's Pantyhose Greg here, just rocking a pair of sheer-to-waist nylon sugarloaf pantyhose. All right, you guys, you know what to do now.
I'm not saying I'm drunk, but I feel it.
Need a good reason to get out of bed. Got sleep in my eyes, clouds in my head. I need a shot of something to make my motor go.
G-Swift.
So I turn on the Klein and Alley Show.
Bullying, it works.
Give me some Klein and Alley Show.
Don't be sick.
Give me some Klein and Alley Show.
I love the ham dog.
Get your motor running with the Klein and Alley Show. I said, get your motor running with the Klein and Alley Show.
I love the hot dog.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Here we are. Look at that, Allie. A brand new year has begun, and we are somehow still out in the building.
We are here, and I'm still queer. I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. Do I look the same? Fatter?
You know, you got a haircut recently, right?
Yes, very
Always looks
recent.
a little short. A little short.
This all sounds
weird.
different. Everything sounds different. Well,
Our office is completely torn apart.
Yeah, we actually showed up this morning, and we assumed we had all gotten fired because all of our stuff is in boxes in our office. It is in complete disarray.
Which we actually keep it that way. We keep our stuff in boxes.
Got to
just
keep boxes
easy access.
on the ready. That's the job security we have here. So we got the boxes on the ready, but someone was nice enough to come in here during the break and pack us all up. And I guess they put new carpeting down because Allie ate all the old carpeting.
Still got some in my teeth.
Force to have it. It's unbelievable. Shut up, Jake. Better than
Are
any
you
joke
going to
you made.
comment on our jokes already?
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, the first day back in 2 weeks. I got to turn your mic back off. That was the best highlight we had so far this morning. Jake's like, I don't think I can join in the live show. My mic is not plugged.
He's like, unless you want me in here. We're all,
no one said anything. That was the greatest. Omar, Jake came in here and he goes, guys, I'm not hooked up into the main studio, so the only way I can be on the show is if I'm in the studio. It was complete silence.
And then he was like my new shirt.
Is it purple?
Yes, it is. Yes. I will give Jake credit, though. He's wearing a shirt that was given to him by a listener. It is
What a shock.
It is
I go wear a shirt that someone gave him.
It is a great shirt that has Allie's running picture, Allie's slow runner picture on there.
Oh, no way, really?
You got to post this shirt.
Did you guys get my Christmas presents, by the way?
No, I didn't get anything.
What?
I did.
There's a big... Okay.
Where
you
are
did.
they? Where are they?
I left them, because they came late, and I left them in a box in the office.
Our office has Omar. Our office has 75 boxes in it right now.
I haven't been in there. Okay.
I have no idea.
They're in there somewhere for you. Okay.
All right. Well,
They're right next to Klein's taxes.
good. Which year? I got to do those. I'm way behind. Anyway, we got a, believe it or not, a decent show planned for you today. As always, a big announcement coming up at 7 a.m. We'll give you some details about that. We also will be doing a Klein Alley Show Ditch Day sometime in the month of January, because we are now together again. If you need to interact with us, phones are the same as they were last year, although Vanessa says they may or may not be working. We're not sure.
It is good to plan an event, a highly anticipated drinking event during dry January.
Yeah.
I don't know what day that's going to be, but it is nice to just completely reverse anybody's New Year's resolutions right away.
Well, we did go to a bar over the break and asked some very drunk people to give words of encouragement for those that are celebrating the dry January. So we will get to that this morning at some point as well. And I think it's only fitting that we start the show the same way we ended the show last year with the Chili Peppers. We'll get into everything in store for you next on KROQ. Good morning.
How long, how long?
K-Rock. We are Klein Alley Show. Good morning and welcome to your 2025. Lots going on the show today. Announcement at 7 a.m. Give you some stuff. Monster Jam tickets. We'll do that for you. And I think we got some cool hang in and out celebration that we got some tickets to go to as well. We'll tell you all about it coming up later this morning on the show. As always, we'll give you a chance to get $100 of Allie's money. Easy. This is maybe the easiest round of Allie Knows the News you could possibly win because no one's been paying attention to what's been going on. We just got out of Dead Week where no one even knows what's happening.
Is it going to be stuff from the last 48 hours or the last 3 weeks?
I think it'll probably be everything that happened while you were paying zero attention to the world. So just give the caller the best chance to win $100 of your money.
A lot of bigger stories too. That they're like, did you know that the lightning struck two very important places at the exact same time at midnight and the world's ending or something? And I had no idea.
Well, we'll get into that. And if you'd like to play, all you got to do is get on the phones 800-520-1067. We got quite a few messages on the Goat line while we're away. Some people just wishing us well. I just wanted to play you two different messages, and I wanted to ask you which one you believe is the worst Happy New Year call we received, because we got quite a few good ones that were just like, hey guys, want to say Happy New Year, love you, can't wait to get back in 2025, listen to the show. And then there were these two calls, the two people battling for worst Happy New Year's call we received. Which one do you think is worse?
Hey, Klein Alley, I want to wish you guys Merry Christmas, Merry Happy New Year.
Oh my God.
I've been partying for this last year.
Whoa, wow.
Love you guys, man.
That could be like 12 minutes ago.
Yeah, I don't know when that call came through, but that is, I mean, he had some hard time getting that out. It's 3 words, and he really butchered that.
No, I kind of like it. He just kind of rolled all the holidays into one
He
word.
sure did. I mean,
Merry Happy New Year.
you got it.
I've been partying for this last year. I love you guys, man.
Okay.
You guys fucking rock.
That's call number one.
What's great is that he's partying and no one is around.
No, it's very silent. Doesn't sound like much of a
Everyone
party.
left him.
He didn't seem to know who was there and also what time was it. It was almost like he looked at his phone and goes, man, I haven't been partying a long time. It's been an entire year now.
Yeah.
He looked down and saw 25. He goes, oh my God. And
Look at that.
all right, so there's that call. Then there's versus this call.
Okay.
25. Happy New Year. Sweet tidbits and stuff. It was fun listening to the old stuff. Thanks for everything, and I just hope everything's better. Okay. Still not sober. Hey,
Okay.
love you, bye.
Oh, no.
All right, which one? Which call put you in a better mood for the new year?
It was fun listening to the old stuff. Is she talking about the countdown that we did, or is she talking about, like, Kevin and Bean?
I have no, probably Kevin and Bean, I would imagine. That sounds about right. We got to take a break. We got $100 of Allie's cash up for grabs. We'll do it the second we get back. If you want in, call us now, 800-520-1067. We pay the people, and a lot of people got New Year's resolution. Side hustle, make more money, save more money. We will make that happen, and we'll do it right after this on K-Rock. K-Rock, we are Klein Alley Show. Chance for you to win $100 every morning right around this time. If you're a new listener, just discovered the show, perhaps back from a trip, on your way back from the airport right now, well, nice to meet you. Thanks for hanging out with us. And you could potentially be richer tomorrow or right now if we pick up your phone call. In fact, Allie, this is a satisfied customer, previous winner of Allie Knows the News, who claims that he never got paid, and then he wanted to call over the break and let us know the good news.
This is Dumbass Dave, and I knew I beat Johnny on Allie Knows the News because I just received Allie's $100. Thank you, K-Rock.
So there you go. Guy got paid.
There you go. See, I'm a woman of my word. I pay up.
When Allie loses, she pays the people. It's an easy way to get an easy $100 to start your brand new year.
And when Klein owes you money, he will double or nothing until he owes you way more money.
Yeah, there's a listener I think currently I owe $800 to. It started with a $50 bet, or maybe a $100 bet about the Tyson fight, and we've doubled it, I think, 4 times since. I've lost
you owe me $300.
Thank you, Jake.
That's right, and you owed.
That's right.
Damn, dude. You haven't paid Jake yet?
Starting the year with a lot of debt. That's right. I got to get through the bottom of that.
New year, new you, baby.
That's right. Let's get into it now. Let's say hello to Candace in Orange, who would like a shot at Allie's money. Good morning, Candace, and a happy new year to you.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
You feeling smart?
Feeling super smart. Let's go.
Love it. Allie's going to go ahead and leave the K-Rock studios. If you don't believe us, you can watch the show as it unfolds. We are live on YouTube, streaming on K-Rock's YouTube right now. Of course, you can listen as well. Headphones are off. Shirt is on. That's how we like her. She's out of the studio now. No, don't take the shirt off. She's about to take her shirt off. She's leaving the studio. Your round of Allie Knows the News starts right now.
Allie Knows the News.
This rock frontman just received the Presidential Medal of Honor. Which rock frontman just received this high honor?
Geez. The Rock.
The Rock. Just went with a...
His name has rock in it.
She's right. Just repeating the question in the form of an answer. We'll go with that. Let's go with this one. Babies born in 2025 have now started a brand new generation. There's a name for this new generation of kids born starting this year. What is the name of the new generation?
Beta generation.
Go to question number 3. Viral video of a waitress from this chain restaurant is making the rounds right now after she tried to make out with the cop after a DUI stop in Florida.
Sounds like Denny's.
Denny's, Omar's old stomping grounds. Go to question number 4. This comedian and friend of the show crushed it as the host of last night's Golden Globe Awards.
Nikki Glasser.
I will go with that. Interesting pronunciation, but we will accept that anyway. And final question. Sad story, actually. The husband of this actress died at the age of 47. A bit of a shock. Of course, everyone knows his wife. He was the director himself. Which actress's husband is no longer with us?
Oh, Aubrey, what's her last name? Plaza.
All right, great answers. We'll bring Allie in. We'll score it together. Always like to end this game on a downer to really put people in a sad mood to get a brand new week and brand new year. Don't say anything else. Allie's coming back in the studio right now. What's that? Oh, there's the Omar mug. Oh, it's all... Oh, Omar. That's the mug. We're showing it on the YouTube channel now. This is the
cool.
mug that Omar made. It's Allie's legendary picture of her running the race, making that very offensive face that she's making, which she claims is just her face.
Yeah, it's also a pride mug.
It's a pride mug. Yeah, look at that. It's beautiful.
It's offensive and inclusive, depending on which side you look at.
Really,
you're welcome.
That is,
that's how I roll.
That mug is like one giant hate crime, dude.
I can't wait to.
That's beautiful. What a
By the way, that was my Christmas card too. By the way.
Oh, really? That picture of Allie?
Yeah, and then the family members I sent that to. Oh yeah, they were like, "What are you doing?"
Oh my god!
I have it on my fridge.
Nice.
I gotta look at it. I haven't even seen it yet. I'm way behind. All right, we go to question number 1, Allie. You're battling Candace right now. Candace didn't start strong, but you ended strong. I'm warning you. This rock frontman just received the Presidential Medal of Honor.
Is it Mick Jagger? I feel like that would happen to him.
She guessed The Rock. It's a terrible way to start.
He's not a...
this man has saved, I think, every acre of rainforest on the planet.
Bono
just got it. Good job, Bono, of you too. Question number 2. Babies born in 2025 have now started a brand new generation. There's a name for this generation.
That would be Generation Beta.
Beta, she got that as well on the board. Double win. Allie's up 2-1. Nope, sorry. It is tied up 1-1, and we go to question number 3. Viral video of a waitress from this chain restaurant is making the rounds right now after she got pulled over in Florida for a DUI attempting to kiss the officer.
Yeah, that would be Hooters.
She said
still kicking.
Denny's, but let me tell you, Hooters waitress gets pulled over, tries to make out with officer, all the makings.
There were some great DUI videos.
A lot of DUIs going on. Allie goes up 2-1. Now we go to question number 4. This comedian, friend of the show, crushed it as the host of the Golden Globes last night.
Yeah, Nikki Glaser.
All
she
right.
did great.
She got that as Candace got that as well. Congratulations, Nikki. Job well done. And we go to final question. Allie's still up 1 with 1 left. And it all comes down to this, Allie. This actress's husband died at the age of 47.
Oh, yeah.
Sad story.
Aubrey Plaza.
She got that as well. All right, Candace, you put in a decent effort. You put up a good score. Nothing to be ashamed of. But unfortunately, Allie did beat you by 1, which means she holds on to her money for now. And what must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ? Go ahead.
I'm Candace from Orange, and Allie knows the news.
Tomorrow, you'll have another chance right around this time to take that same $100. And with shrinkflation and inflation, that'll be worth about $70 by tomorrow. So get it while you can. We are KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Good morning. Some people on the phones that would like to check in with us. Good morning. You're on KROQ. Hi.
Are you talking to me?
Oh, boy.
Oh, my gosh. Hello, who's this?
This is Secondhand Cindy.
Hi, Secondhand
Hey, Cindy.
Secondhand Cindy, some people may be giving up smoking this year. What do you say to those people?
Oh, no.
That's good advice right there. All right. If you're,
Have you ever quit smoking or attempted to, Cindy?
I have. I did buy a vape at one time, and I quit actually, I bought 2 packs for 1 week. Usually I smoke a pack a day.
Oh,
Right.
wow. That's pretty good cutting back.
So when you decided to quit, you went to 2 packs a week and a vape.
Well, yeah, because you got to cut back when you've been smoking for 50 years.
Right. But I'm saying the concept of going cold turkey, that's not for you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how people do that, really, with nothing. My mom did it. Boom, 63 years smoking, stopped on a dime.
Was that because she died? Or
Her heart also stopped on a dime.
Everything. Kidneys, all of it.
No, actually, it bought her 15 years. She passed 15 years later.
Oh.
So I don't know if it works that way. If you stop, it buys you that time. But
Sure, the Surgeon General says that.
When you've smoked as long as Cindy, I think if you stop, you get like withdrawal, to the point where it could be dangerous.
Well, you would get irritable. People wouldn't want to be around you, stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you stop cold turkey drinking, yeah, you could die.
Yeah.
That's why I go.
Jake was busy talking to people at bars trying to give advice to those that are participating in Sober January. We'll get to this later in the show, but just to give you an idea, if you thought Cindy's pep talk about quitting smoking was good, listen to this one.
What's your name?
Martine.
Martine from where?
I'm from LA now. I'm North Hollywood.
Some people are doing dry January. Do you have any words of encouragement?
No.
That's good pep talk right there as well.
I know.
Yeah, we're not necessarily the right motivational
He's
show.
not a quitter either.
Yeah, that guy's like you, Cindy. He's sticking with his plan.
Yeah, when you pick up a habit, you stick with it.
That's right.
Well, Happy New Year to you, for sure.
I wanted to say Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to you guys, and Happy birthday, Klein.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I had all this set up to send out all these gifts, and I had it all put together, but unfortunately, I hit some obstacles. One of them was a street.
Child.
And it was canyon.
What?
I fell right down.
A little girl riding her bike. She's not with us anymore.
I call her obstacle.
Yeah, just a few. My truck got hit. I mean, it was quite exciting.
All right, but yeah, thank you.
Cindy, maybe just don't get shot in 2025. That's a great goal for you.
Yeah, you've been.
I know.
Yeah, she's been shot how many times? How many times? You're like 50 Cent. How many times you been shot?
Well, I've been shot once, hit by semis twice, 14 DUIs, and let's see. Oh, I fell off a cliff in San Diego, 100 foot.
Wow. You were Steve-O before Steve-O was Steve-O.
Yeah, totally.
There is. All
We
right.
love you, Cindy.
Cindy, Happy New Year. I want nothing more than for you to be with us for many years to come.
I hope so. You guys make me so happy.
Okay. Oh, she's the
love
best.
you.
Over on Earth with her, January.
Jake wants some more spaghetti, by the way.
Yeah, this is spaghetti.
You got it.
Okay, great. Jake is still eating the trough of spaghetti she dropped off here at KROQ. Well, there's a nice message to start your new year, right?
Your blades are sharpened.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show.
What a way to come back.
What? Want to read it to everyone else? Allie just received a text message a moment ago, and it started beautifully. But why don't you go ahead and share?
Did it start? I guess it did
The
start
first sentence was beautiful. And, look, for some people, this is the first day back. Maybe you're in your car right now, heading to your job. You haven't maybe had a week off. Maybe you didn't take any time off at all, in which case, just another typical Monday for you. For us, we don't take a lot of time off. This was the longest stretch of time we get all year, and coming back on this Monday, even though it's great to be back, we missed the hell out of you. We got a good show planned, a big announcement in 20 minutes. It is also incredibly depressing.
No, I don't think it's depressing. I think it's just, in hindsight, you realize how hard it is to get up at 4 a.m. every day and how bad it is for you.
And we also know that starting today will be the longest amount of time we have until we have another break. A lot of shows, they take 2 weeks off, no problem.
Oh, there were no cars in the parking lot this morning because there was a lot of other shows still off.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah.
They got great contracts.
I've got a text from Katie, my wife, who said, "Hi, honey. I hope you're having a good start back to work."
Great. By the way, nice message to get from a significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Great little something to say. Maybe today's tougher than other days. Just want to say, thinking about you. Hope you have a great... So she should have stopped writing there.
I'm about to have a bad impact on your day. But she did separate it by a paragraph.
Now, why?
She let me sit with the good start back to work thing.
She gave you the nicest way that you could have opened a message, followed by, "I'm warning you, this is about to take a turn."
I think today is the day we need to put the cat down. She can't walk at all. She's crying so much. Last night was moaning under the bed, panting, and I saw her this morning thrashing around, trying to make it to the litter box.
Oh.
Got halfway in, and her back legs were just spread out like a frog.
This is the
I can't believe this is happening today when you're gone.
Did you plan this on purpose?
Huh?
She planned this?
I gotta go. Why don't I kill her when we get back?
This cat was in pain for the last 2 weeks, but I was like, wait till Monday when I'm out of the house. That's very sad. First of all, I'm sorry if that's really going to happen. I thought this cat, to be honest, this is the three-legged cat, Tabby, or whatever her name is, Callie?
All of that's wrong.
What?
She has all 4 of her legs.
Oh, she does?
They suggested possibly cutting one off to help with the cancer growing back.
For a keychain?
Yeah, actually, Katie does still want her foot to be a keychain, but I don't know if that's in the cards anymore.
Well, if you're making 4 of them, I got dibs on one.
Well, this was because we were gone for a while, and we had our friend checking in on the cats, and I was kind of half expecting that
was going to happen.
Yeah, that we were going to get a text like, "Hey,
I'll take an ear if it's available."
Oh, okay. Are we just
front paw, front left?
Okay, all right.
Guys, she's not a cow. You can't just claim your cut.
Throw in the tail while you're at it.
Anyone for anus?
Quarter.
Allie, pull the clip of Allie saying anyone for anus.
God damn it.
Wait, are you sad? Like, I mean, take a second.
Yeah,
you
when
are
we
sad.
got back from break, it was very apparent that she was having a hard time walking. And then this morning when I was getting ready for work, she was just laying under the bed. And she never does that. So I was like, I think she can't get on the couch or she can't get on the bed.
How old is she?
She's almost 17.
Is that like for cat? Is that the good run?
I don't know, dude. I feel like cats live forever.
That's kind of
these
what I
days.
thought. Yeah.
Because when I got my cat, I didn't realize that they live for so long.
Right.
And then I was like, oh my God, I'm stuck with this cat for like 15, 20 years minimum.
Well, listen, there's one person, only one person that can make you feel good at a time like this. It's someone that we've gone to over and over again to deliver sad news, especially about losing animals. She helped my kids get over the grief of losing their fish. And her name is Vanessa. And Vanessa, if you'd like to take a moment to give Allie some words of encouragement, as today is the final day she will be with her cat. Now is your time to go ahead and make her feel better.
Okay, the same advice I gave Klein. Get yourself a cat number 2. It's gonna be okay. And cut those legs for those keychains.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Klein Alley Show.
How in the world would you know which...
us out. Also on the YouTube right now, streaming live as you want some visual stimulation to start your 2025. Thank you for letting us be a part of your morning. We'll get to your news in just a moment. Then we kick off a brand new hour of the show with a big announcement that could change your life forever. If travel is in your future, one of those resolutions. 2025, I want to travel more. We'll give you an opportunity to do that, and we'll even cover the cost because that's what we do around here. It's the bribery, so you keep on listening to KROQ, and we'll give you those details coming up in less than 10 minutes right here. But first, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Oh, all right.
We ran out of funny things to say.
Is that it?
We're just going to get...
news.
Yeah, we got nothing.
All
So
right.
just take over now.
Are we going to stop trying to be funny?
We've decided
Finally?
that this
Just give
year
up.
we tried for so long and it's just not working. So we're just going to go no jokes. Insert your own jokes there.
That's our New Year's resolution. We're going to be a dramatic show.
Very dramatic. Those
All right.
shows do very well, apparently.
They do. Maybe this is your dry January. Maybe you've already quit drinking. Honestly, I saw more sober people on New Year's than I've ever seen before, and maybe it is because of the new narc Surgeon General who's issuing warnings upon warnings upon warnings, and now he is sounding the alarm on alcohol and its many negative effects, mainly that it is now closely linked to cancer, which, listen to this sentence because it kind of makes alcohol sound good even though that's not what it's supposed to say. Alcohol is a well-established, preventable cause of cancer responsible for 100,000 cases.
Say it again? Because I feel like
Alcohol is a well-established, preventable cause of cancer responsible for 100,000 cases. I'm like, oh, well-established. That sounds nice.
Yeah.
But I guess if you stop drinking, it will lower your cancer risk by a lot, and 70% of the population currently drinks, which I thought was low.
Yeah, this guy drinks, and he sounds like he's got it together.
Hey, Klein, Allie, I want to wish you guys Merry Christmas, Merry Happy New Year.
See?
I've been partying for this last year.
That guy drinks. He sounds cancer-free.
But also...
Cancer schmancer.
Yes,
what we
that.
say.
And doesn't everything cause cancer in some kind of way?
That's-
So it's like, okay, you know, when you buy a Roomba, they're like, by the way, this thing causes cancer. And you're like, it does?
Every building you walk into, at least in L.A., I didn't see this before I moved to the West Coast, but they got those little plaques that say, like, materials used to make this building will cause cancer.
This building was made from cancer.
Yeah, this building is 2x4s and cancer. And it's like you get these
Like,
warnings.
if you cut everything out, what do you have left?
Yeah, I mean, that is one way to look at it, right? Is that one way or another, something's going to get you.
Or you're just going to obsess over everything containing cancer until you just drive yourself insane.
I'd like to believe that all of the microplastics that I take in, and then all of the sun that I take in without using preventative sunscreen, everything will kind of
kill the cancer.
Yeah, it will all cancel each other out. It's cancer killing cancer. That's my plan, at
It's
least.
cancel culture cancer.
That's what I'm hoping for.
All right, the Golden Globes happened last night. Nikki Glaser was hosting an award show for the first time. I didn't really watch the full Golden Globes, but I did watch a lot of her bits, including her opening monologue, and I thought she killed it. I thought she was totally natural up there. I, in some ways, thought it was more refreshing than Jimmy Kimmel. I just thought that she was really, like, she seemed like a friend to a lot of the people who were in the room, but she was also still kind of roasty and really had a great balance. These were some of my favorite moments from her opening monologue.
Wicked, queer, night bitch. These are not just words Ben Affleck yells after he orgasms. These are some of the incredible movies nominated tonight. The Bear, The Penguin, Baby Reindeer. These are not just things found in RFK's freezer. These are TV shows.
And then there was even a Sandler impression.
A lot of people,
During her opening monologue.
tagged me in this. They said, "Where was I when this happened?"
So she was talking about Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet.
Actually, your name sounds like something Adam Sandler would say. Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet. Oh, yes, Timothy Chalamet. I think Sandler's here. Sandler, can I get a Chalamet?
Chalamet. It was so great.
Can you give us a Chalamet?
Oh, Chalamet.
Oh, Chalamet. A good Chalamet to you, sir.
I sent Nikki.
So stupid. I love
sent
it.
Nikki a message, Allie, because I said, Nikki for a couple years would be the official judge of our slutty Halloween costume contest. Allie and I would do we said Halloween costumes were slutty for humans long enough. Let's let animals get slutty for a little bit. And she would be a reoccurring judge. And I sent her a message yesterday. I didn't think she would see it or get back to me, but I said, Just want to say you've come a long way from judging our slutty Halloween pet costume contest. Congrats. Can't
Oh my
wait
God,
to
I'm
see
sure
you.
she says
Crush.
that to herself. So
And
thank God I don't have to
she
do that anymore.
she goes, who is this? Lose my number. No, she wrote, ha, thank you. And really so appreciative of the opportunity, but she did so great. And if you remember a year ago, it was Joe Coy that did not do so great.
Oh, my God,
and that
that's
was
right.
a room full of kind of awkward stares. And
But
that was-
also a very successful comedian
Right.
who can sell out very large venues.
yeah, good for you, Nikki.
And I
Congratulations.
feel like Nikki Glazer, this is not the first.
Some say she was
it's not the last time you're going to see her hosting an award
say
show.
best host since the Ricky Gervais years.
Yeah.
She did a nice balance there of like being one of the people, but also
But also
you know.
in her tone, like
Right.
in her
It's
own
good.
voice as
Yeah,
well.
congrats.
And then there was a moment last night. Well, we'll talk later about like who won, and there's a lot of shows and movies that I haven't seen that won. But there was the award for best director, and it was won by. Hold on a second. The movie was The Brutalist, and the director came on stage and said, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank and acknowledge 3 people that I lost while making this picture. And he included Aubrey Plaza's husband,
Right.
Jeff, and also mentioned, finally tonight, my heart is with Aubrey Plaza and Jeff's family. So it's like, obviously he was a director. A lot of people didn't know him as well as they know Aubrey Plaza, but it was nice to see, another director kind of giving him some kind of a shout out and a little bit of thoughts and prayers kind of moment, I guess, because I don't think they do an in memoriam for the Golden Globes, because I never saw anything about an in memoriam, and I was wondering if they were going to do that and include him.
I did not watch enough to know if they do it in memoriam, but I think.
But like you've watched it enough over the years to know. I always thought they did, but I looked for it and I couldn't find it anywhere.
I think not all award shows do it in memoriam. I think that's more of an
think you
Academy
have
Awards
to.
thing. I don't think so. I think they should have showed like shows that got canceled.
No, it's like the Golden Globes is like, okay, that's indicative of who's going to win an Oscar. It's the same for the in memoriam. It's like, who's going to get the Oscar in memoriam?
They should do the in memoriam for people that are still alive but have been canceled, like Diddy and like all of the people that like used to be in that room.
In
that are
memoriam, you'll never be mentioned again or invited.
Right, like that sort of stuff. Yeah, like career in memoriam. We get into a brand new hour of the show. We do it right now. Will it be the greatest hour of your life? Probably, because we have a big announcement. Nice to meet you if you're new to the show. I'm Klein. There's Allie. She's
Kissing the camera.
She's kissing the camera. She's also very emotional. She found out today is the day that her cat of 17 years will finally be put down, and she'll have 4 new keychains. We'll give one of those away tomorrow on the show.
I've also gotten
There's her cat. What a sad cat. He does sound like
She does sound like it's her last day.
Yeah, it's a she. That's a she. Yeah, put her out of her misery. Jesus.
She also sent a follow-up text that we probably need to have someone come to the house.
Oh, to do the in-house putting to sleep.
Isn't
Or
that?
you have a cat haunting.
Oh yeah.
Because the cat will be dead there?
Cat will be, and then you got to declare that if you ever try to sell the house. I think you do. Value goes right through the
cat died in
right
here?
through the floor. You know what you got to do, Allie? Just invite some coyotes over. They'll take care of that thing.
Oh my God, you guys!
No problem. Hey, DJ Omar Khan
But
is right
cheaper.
there.
Yeah.
The audio sniper. You got that Jake the Nerd. Back at it again. The back room. You got producer Vanessa. Postmaster Johnny couldn't make it in today because apparently his car is falling apart yet again. So anyway, we are almost all here. Not a bad way to start the brand new year. And for some people that are new listeners, and I get it, new year, maybe you're in a brand new habit. This is your first time listening to the show. Maybe you're looking to get into a new habit, but you don't want to quit drinking or smoking because that's way too much fun. So you want to just discover this new show. Listen to this lady who's a new listener. She's made her way over from a different radio show.
Hi, Klein and Allie. My name is Emily, and I wanted to thank you for all the great best of segments. I'm a relatively new listener. I used to listen to the Woody Show, but, that one kind of took a hard left turn into weirdness. So I found your show. I love it. It's amazing. And as a relatively new listener, I was so grateful to hear your best of segments and get to hear the origin story to Sweet Divots and Klein's weekend song, which is amazing. So thank you so much. I'm so glad I found you all. You guys rock. Keep doing what you're doing. Bye.
We welcome all new listeners. It doesn't matter where you came from. Think of this show as that Statue of Liberty that is welcoming all of you lice-infested immigrants to come and hang out with us for a little bit, because we are here for that.
And I think technically that show took a right turn, not a left.
That's a good point, Alex.
Yeah.
Let's give you the big announcement now, shall we? KROQ has sent you around the world many times, years past, and we've called it KROQ's World Tour. Well, guess what? New year, new name, slightly different rules. But starting at 9 a.m. this morning and happening all day long and all week long through 9 p.m., we will be getting your ass on a standby boarding list so that you can hop on a plane to travel to see a band in a land far, far away. And this particular time, we will send you to London. And the band that you will be seeing is Justice. So to get you in the mood, let's give you this one from Justice, Tame Impala on KROQ. Never Ender. This is called KROQ's Mile High Club. And we will get you on that standby boarding list starting in 2 hours and all week long right here on KROQ. Klein Alley Show. How would you like to see Justice? Right there in London. That is destination number one of the just announced KROQ Mile High Club. And all you got to do is be listening all day long for your chance to call in and get on that standby boarding list. I'm sure next week around this time we'll call someone and give them the good news that they'll be getting their passport, packing their bags, and off to London. I was thinking about all of the places we've sent people just in the few years, and people have really had these, once-in-a-lifetime opportunities to travel to places they'd probably never go and check out KROQ bands.
It's kind of like a forced vacation.
Forced vacation. Got to do it. Want it on the radio. No one will believe you, but also people are like, I guess, you got to go. It's a great excuse. If you ever want to go to something or get out of something, just say, sorry, want it on the radio.
And they're like, these are the dates. And you're like, okay, I guess those are the dates.
We are back at it again. If you need us, the phone number's here, 800-520-1067. You can call, you can text, you can watch us on YouTube. You can also join in. Lots of different ways. This is one of those days where it's a lot of small talk. People are back at it again. Hey, how was your break? What'd you do for New Year's? And then some people do that thing where they go, oh, I went on this amazing trip. And everyone's like, yeah, I know. I saw your Instagram. It looked great. I'm super jealous. And then there's people that keep it real. I did travel to the East Coast with my family.
You wouldn't know it.
Yeah, I know.
I look at your socials and it's just more pictures of pizza.
Well, I did eat a lot of
Just
pizza on the
really
East
no
Coast, too.
different than any
Right.
other day on your stupid socials.
Could have gone nowhere.
Personality.
I think my resolution is to unfollow you this
That's a
year.
great resolution.
I'm just over it.
Maybe my resolution, too. Whenever I try to post anything that's not pizza, people DM me and go, where's the pizza? Let's get back to what really matters here. Who cares
They're
about your kids?
sabotaging you.
Wow. That's how I react when I see pizza being made. I love it.
Every time. So surprising still.
I had one of the biggest rental car fails ever, followed by one of the biggest rental car wins ever, which is so rare because renting a car, that whole concept, I really hate it. It's never been fun, but the one cool thing about it used to be you get the insurance on the car and then you mess it up and you just drop it off with just, pieces of the car. And they're like, well, there's nothing we can do. The guy paid for the insurance.
You would intentionally mess it up?
Not intentionally.
Oh, my
but
stepbrother would do that all the
No, I
time.
wouldn't intentionally. Really?
Yeah, he would
No.
purposely crash cars and be
Wow.
like, I got the insurance.
Yeah, I wouldn't intentionally mess it up, but I just put it this way, I didn't really care.
You're like, is there a curb there? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll just hear this noise a few more times before we determine.
Yeah.
I landed and I reserved the car. I thought it was the right size car. They kind of let you know how many quotes.
Also, you got to let the people know that you did it all last minute too, because you try to do it through your normal Turo thing.
Yeah, tried to do it through
Turo. Work out.
Couldn't find anything, and then I ended up just going standard. Went through a rental car place, and they kind of give you what they think. They never really show you exactly what you're getting. They kind of give you it could look like this or something.
It's like this crappy Nissan.
Right.
But it could be this crappy Ford.
Right. Yeah, you don't know exactly what you're getting because they kind of give you a picture of a generic car. They go, something comparable. And I'm looking at it, I go, I think I could probably fit a couple suitcases and a couple kids in that thing. And then we land and ended up traveling with way more luggage than we anticipated because...
Shocker.
My wife needs to bring, at this point, she's up to 3 suitcases for herself.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, she's up
Large
to 3.
size or carry-on?
Large.
What?
3 full size. All overweight, by the way.
How long were you guys going away for? The entire 2 weeks?
7 days or something.
Wow, man. Are you kidding?
Gotta have options. Gotta have options. She claims...
Hey, weren't you going to Florida? You don't need options in Florida.
I know, there's no layers.
Plus, you can walk around naked in Florida. You just blend in with all the other weirdos there. Doesn't matter. So anyway, she's up to 3. I used to get... the way it used to work is she would have one for herself. I would share one with the kids. That's how it worked. Forever. We had 2 suitcases. An easy way to travel. Way past the point of the people that do check bags only, which is the way you got to live life. Because everything about checking luggage is terrible. Anyway, we land...
you're trying to avoid the check.
I tried to avoid it. Yeah. Couldn't do it. And so we got a lot of luggage. I'm lugging it around everywhere. No one's helping. I get to the rental car place. They said, there's your car over there. I look at the car, I look at the luggage, I go, this is just not happening. There's 0 way I could fit this amount of luggage in this car. 0 chance.
It's not an SUV?
Yeah, seats that go down, anything like that?
It was an SUV, but it
no
was
way. Are you serious?
It was a small SUV.
It's like a CRV or something, like a RAV4?
Small SUV.
It's one of the other Vs.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it, and they're even looking at me going like, let's watch this magic trick now. And I'm good at Costco. Costco, I can go any size car Costco. I can leave with any pallet of food and make it work. I'm good at that. That's one of my only skills in the world.
Well, it's about properly layering.
Layering, Tetris style, you can figure it out. This one, I look at it, I go, there's no way I can do it. So I go, hey, they go, well, you can upgrade, but of course, then that's where they get you by the balls. When they know that you need to do an upgrade on the spot to a bigger car,
they're like, we are not really sure what we have available.
Right.
We'll have to go see.
And they start mashing on that keypad for a little bit.
Once they know you need them.
Oh, yeah. So they go, let's see here. We could do this. This would be change the price. It's going to be $42 additional a day. No. Oh, we don't have that one. So we're going to do this one. And then they go, we got one that's a bigger version of this one. I go, great.
It's a bus.
I would have loved the cargo van. I should have just gotten one.
That would have been great.
They bring up the next car. It's a little bigger. I start putting in the luggage. I get 2 in, 3 in. Can't close anything.
No way.
Can't close it. Can't not make it work. And they're watching
Is
me
this
now.
are we reaching 3rd row status?
We're about to, because then they go, we can upgrade you again. And they say upgrade, by the way. It's not upgrade because I got to pay for this every time. They go, this will be an additional $48. Now, all of a sudden, I got some great deal on a rental car. I'm in this thing for $100 a day.
Oh, no.
Just to get the luggage in. I get it in, finally, after my 3rd upgrade. I've got this stupid car. And they say to me, do you want to prepay for the gas now so you can come back on empty? but I've fallen for this scam before.
Yeah, that's a bunch of crap.
Right, but
Don't do that.
But you know that move when you're trying to catch that early flight out, you have to stop on the way to the airport and fill up. That's also terrible.
Still cheaper, though.
But if you bring it back, there's some weird fine print you sign where if you bring it back and there's a gallon missing, they charge you like $80 a gallon.
Yes.
It's like an I don't know how
That's
this is
why
even
you
legal.
fill it up almost all the way, and then when you get close, you top off with that expensive
but
gas.
who's got that kind of time?
Or crash it on your way back.
Smash it in the
There you
wall.
go.
Paid for the insurance. Who knows how much gas leaked out? So I say, yeah, whatever. At that point, I just had to get prepay the thing. So then I spent the entire week going, I just got to get this thing to empty, and I got to cruise in over those spike strips on nothing. I want to bring it back on fumes. This is my plan. And
Sounds so stressful.
It was, Allie, it's the day of going to the airport, and my light's been on for 2 days already. It says I've got exactly 3 miles left. The airport is 27 miles away.
And you don't know that car, so you don't know what the real miles are.
Don't know. And I go, but I made a promise to myself. I'm not putting any gas in this thing because they got enough of my money. So I start just...
It's such a stupid promise.
Really,
You've already paid so much money.
I know. It really is stupid.
Just eat it.
And I start getting to the airport, and I realize every time I step on the gas, nothing's happening. Car's not moving anymore. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to be stranded on the side of the highway.
Did you push it? You pushed it,
Going to
didn't you?
miss the flight, everything. I go, I just got to go. Because I knew once I got close to the airport, it's kind of downhill for a little bit.
Oh, my God.
I coasted into that rental place. This thing, I've never driven in a car that had less gas in it. I mean, had nothing.
When they're like, oh, remember this sad man from a week ago?
I went to turn it on again to check the mileage. The car wouldn't even turn on again. And I felt like I got them. Like I was like, I won this one. Take that, rental car company. We're back in a second. Here's the details for the trip. If you want to experience all the fun of travel I just told you about, listen to this. Kim, KROQ, Klein Alley Show. A brand new year. It's 2025. We are live and in the flesh. If you don't believe us, you can use the phones to join us at KROQ. 800-520-1067. Call, win, get yourself on that standby boarding list to join us on the Mile High Club. First trip to London to see Justice, and we will get you on that list starting at 9 o'clock this morning, all day long here on KROQ. And I know that New Year's Eve, a lot of people, that's the question today. Hey, what'd you do for New Year's? Some people went out. Others stayed in. Some people consider New Year's to be amateur night, avoid all the people that are the once-a-year going-outers, like my parents. I think that's like the one night a year where they actually go out and drink something. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, it's like sad almost because like we're going out. They give a reservation.
But then they're
early.
also so tired, so they're just trying to make it through.
Right. I think that's the key now. It's like get out and get home before Before, my mom says, before the crazies hit the road.
Yeah, before they all start driving.
That's her big line. You got to get home before the crazies.
The crazies.
I said to her, Mom, I've been in the car with you. You're the crazy on the road. You got to stay off the road. You're
an old person.
Yeah, you're a bigger threat than anyone else driving around.
How do you think we feel every Sunday?
But we do feel bad because it's also, if you are alone or perhaps you feel lonely, for the past few years we've tried to make it our mission to call as many listeners as possible. This year I couldn't do it, so Allie picked up that baton and you called.
Vanessa called some people too.
On New Year's Eve, you called so many people.
Yeah, because I did not expect hundreds of people were dropping their numbers in the DMs.
I don't think anyone thinks we're really going to call, so they just give us a phone number.
People were so shocked. Yeah.
Well, listen to this.
So I did make a lot of phone calls, some before midnight and then some after midnight. So it was great to see the transition of both them and me.
This was, I don't know.
Just to see how drunk
this
we were.
This was Allie calling
a
woman. This is one of the greatest calls ever. And this is Allie calling a woman that had big plans for New Year's Eve. Big plans. Maybe the best plans. Listen to this.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Maddie. Who's this?
It's Allie.
Allie, who's Allie?
Great.
It's a good start to the call. That's a great start. Nothing makes us feel better about what we do here every morning on KROQ than someone who actually follows along on Instagram, gave us a number. Still, we call 5 minutes later and has no idea.
No idea who we are.
She was so excited until you're like, it's Allie. Who's Allie?
Maddie, who's this?
It's Allie.
Allie, who's Allie?
Allie from Klein Alley Show.
Shut the up!
That's what we tell Allie all the time. She's just saying what we all say to her. Shut the F up. I know. You've got a story. Your cat's dying. I get it.
Story.
Shut the F up.
We know. You've got a story.
Shut the up.
Yes,
Shut the up.
She did not believe it. She didn't believe it was actually you.
And I
calling
didn't. I kept going.
She told you 3 times, shut the F up. You should have just hung up on her.
Oh, it was a long call.
Hi, what are you doing?
Holy shit. I literally was just about to masturbate. That's so amazing that you called me. That's so awesome.
That was her plan?
Dude, so...
she was just about to masturbate when you called?
And what a great way... what a great point to mention that. Oh my God, that's crazy. I was just about to masturbate. You called me at the perfect time. Who doesn't want to hear that?
Now I am in no mood to touch myself ever again. You've ruined this for me.
This girl actually DM'd her number and then said, call me, I just threw up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's why I was like, I have to call her right away. Someone post New Year's throw up is probably a great person to talk to.
That's also the very rare combination of person that's going to throw up and then be like, I need to self-pleasure immediately.
She explains it all.
I'm so glad that I could call you right before you did that. Did you just throw up?
I'm on Ozempic, so I vomited and now I'm horny.
Yeah, no, that's great.
That's a beautiful sentence right there. I mean,
Ozempic.
I know it's hard to whittle down all of 2024 into one sentence, but I think if we had to, this would be a great way to do it.
I'm on Ozempic, so I vomited and now I'm horny.
Is that how it works?
Unbelievable.
Every time I throw up, I feel absolutely disgusted with myself and everything around me.
Unless you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, you're like, whoa, just shed another pound there. Look at that.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's a great way to ring in the new year. I respect that highly.
I love you guys so much. I'm such a big fan. And tell your family I love them too.
I will. Thank you and happy masturbating.
Thanks, Allie. Bye.
I am going to tell my family that Maddie the masturbator hopes you have a wonderful New Year.
That's a listener of the show, Maddie Bader. What a great new character we've just developed. Happy New Year. It's good to be back live again. Allie believes she's the new Riz Master on the show, and she will explain why next. It's delusion. That's why. We'll get to it next, KROQ.
Happy birthday, Jimmy. Hopefully I don't puke in my mouth today listening to too much Hozier.
Well,
Sweet divots on light and a blunt. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Nice to hear from you again in 2025. If you need us, we're here for the interaction. 800-520-1067. For years, we've said that Postmaster Johnny is the Riz Master. He's got charisma. He's good with the ladies. He gets hit on quite a bit. And even people that work here in the building will violate any sort of HR code just to hit on Johnny for a chance to potentially get in the pants of that Postmaster Johnny.
And all the horny sales ladies love to dress him up.
They love
for the holidays. Did you see that Elf on a Shelf video that they did?
No.
Oh, man. It is a doozy. It's Johnny in a little elf costume.
It does seem like every time we need to do anything, one of the horny salespeople is like, let's get Johnny in a Speedo.
Come on, put on these...
They always have an idea of getting...
always him in
put these pasties on.
Yeah. It's really wild. They're like, here's an idea. We're like, what does that have to do with selling solar panels? They're like, don't worry about it. Get him in a Speedo. We're like, what? Okay.
But maybe they'll be asking me now.
Allie claims that she's stolen the title of Riz Master and that, once again, the last 2 times you have claimed that you have been hit on. Both times we've found many holes in your story. The first time you claimed at Trader Joe's they were hitting on you.
They were hitting on me. And then there was another sandwich place where it was happening too with this woman, and she kept looking at me.
And Trader Joe's...
These are all places where you're getting served. It's customer service, Allie.
Oh, come on. Customer service is dead, and you know it.
Yeah, and let me say something about Trader Joe's was so offended that you went on the radio and claimed that you were getting hit on by them, that they felt the need to put up a giant billboard.
They did not put that up for me.
It literally said...
service so good, you'll think we're flirting with you.
You'll think we're flirting with you. But they wanted to make
but you're not.
very clear that they were not flirting with you.
All right, well...
And then there was a time you claimed you were driving down the street and a Los Angeles Laker was hitting on you because a guy in a purple car gestured at you as he drove by.
With really expensive chains on.
Right. Got it. So
he was doing that nod thing where he was like trying to come up next to me on the right, then on the left, and he was like trying to make sure he couldn't lose me because he didn't want me to get away. I was the one.
And then there was the time Allie claimed that when she went to Colorado and went to a Walmart there, she felt that she was an 8 because compared to the other people
I said 10, you guys downgraded it.
Right. She claimed that she was a Colorado Walmart 8 or 10 because... compared to the people that would shop
because
at a Walmart
we don't know.
on Christmas Day, Allie was better than a lot of the others.
But this time...
oh, here we go.
I was in a place where I believe hot people thrive. A coastal town called Monterey. One of the first developed cities in the state of California. Obviously a historic place, a place tourists like to go. People like to have less clothing on there because it's a beach town. And I was hot and getting hit on all night at several bars, just one.
You were at this is on the coast, Monterey. Isn't there all the sea life there? Are you comparing yourself to sea lions?
No.
Okay, because if you are, I would agree you're a 6 compared to sea lions.
No, I'm not.
Wow, you're being generous.
Guys, God damn it. It was not at the animals. I was not at the aquarium. I was at a bar on New Year's Eve.
Allie goes, I'm an aquarium 6 compared to some of the fish
compared
there.
To that dying eel. I was in a new outfit that I had put together by myself.
Right. You're an adult, so there's nothing to brag about.
I was wearing some really hot shoes.
Jesus Christ,
and
I
was wearing
a 6-year-old
black blazer, which kind of backfired because a lot of people thought I worked there, but still, I looked really hot.
Is our table ready yet? Excuse me, this is not a working black blazer. This is a fun black blazer.
Somebody did hand me their ID.
Oh, really?
At one point.
Jesus
they
Christ.
thought I was the bouncer. But I did.
That's the most offensive. That is the most offensive thing to think you are, Allie, because you probably had some blazer on with big shoulder pads, big broad shoulders.
I naturally have shoulder pads.
Tough.
I thought you were
my flag football team.
Here, just keep it.
They probably thought Allie was a member of Hell's Angels. I don't want any problems.
Don't make me take this off.
Hey. They probably called you Tiny, like one of those big people that has a little name.
No, there was a guy. First of all, a guy was like, "Wow, you look good. You must have just come from a work convention." And I was like, "Well, thank you so much. That's really nice of you to say. I'm actually just out in this outfit for the night." And he was like,
Hold
"Wow."
on. A guy used the pickup line, "You look good. You must have just come from a work convention."
Yeah, because I looked so hot. Like I was like work hot.
What are you talking about?
Because I had the blazer on.
Work hot is not hot.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's like power lesbian status, when it's like, ooh, she's probably like a lawyer. He did ask me if I'm a lawyer, and I said no. But he was trying to make conversation with me, okay? It was just a line he was using. And then
How wasted was this guy?
he was really wasted, and then later on I got
Okay.
hit on by more guys that had even worse lines.
Was
One
it-
guy walked up to
Can
me
I
and he
ask you a
said,
question?
other than sports, what's your favorite song?
Oh, man.
That was his pickup line
Wait,
to
Allie,
me.
this was New Year's Eve? This was New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is when
Because
people...
as it got closer to midnight, more and more guys were stopping by the table just to check in. Hey, do you want to make out? Hey, are you from here? But everyone was like, you must not be from here because you just look so out of place because you're so beautiful.
Do
That's
you
what I was
think
getting.
it was getting closer to midnight, so guys were going like, nothing else is working out, let's just try to hit on that bouncer with the blazer?
Some guys say you want to make out.
Yeah, a guy did say, do you want a New Year's Eve kiss? Right
At
after.
this point, is your wife already making out with somebody else?
No, she was right next to me.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, she was.
Yeah. So they were like, "Oh, you're clearly not together because your wife is so much above your grade, right?"
She was wearing a different blazer, guys.
Oh no!
Keep up.
Look like a lesbian magician team that's waiting to start performing.
Wow, yeah.
We had
Hired
said
help.
we were married, and then he said, okay, so do you guys still want to make out at New Year's? And I was like, no. But it was like sad to see them drunk and happy, but still rejected.
Wow.
And then going like, okay, I guess I'll go find somebody else then. You know, and then at the end of the night, I started getting hit on by a 65-year-old woman who said if she would ever go gay, she would go gay with me in a heartbeat. So the thing is, I am hot now.
No, you're not.
Guys.
Your sample is a terrible sample.
A 65-year-old lady said that she wouldn't make out with you if she was lesbian. Then possibly
She gave you
I
a,
would make out with you.
hypothetical with about 6 different twists and turns in it. That's not even something to be proud of. Like, I understand that you're...
Her husband, her second husband, who she's married to now, who has a pretty bad case of COPD, said that if she ever died and she wanted to go gay, she would go gay with me.
How sad is this setup to Allie's brag? She's trying to brag. This is her bragging right now.
Can we go back to the aquarium? That seemed hotter.
Yeah, you comparing yourself to manatees was at least a more believable story. This is just preposterous.
I'm telling you, you had to be there. I was getting hit on all night long by multiple people, both men and women.
Wait, were you drunk too?
Yeah, of course I was drunk.
Okay, so is it possible?
I just had a very large fish dinner, so it took me a while to catch up.
God.
But I
Fish
was...
dinner?
Yeah.
You know what that means. One of her own.
Manatee for me.
Imagine the guys that got rejected. It's getting close to midnight. They've already gone through all the better options. They end up with Allie in the blazer, smelling like fish. And they say, hey, maybe you want a midnight kiss? And Allie goes, no. That guy's got to just go right in the parking lot. That's got to be it, right? That's got to be game over at that point.
No, I was the person that they were gravitating towards because they were all
gravitational
locals
pull?
that
Is that
didn't
why?
want other locals. They wanted the exotic woman. I'm exotic. Stop laughing.
I'm going to read some of these texts so that maybe you can go ahead and get some context here. Allie's hallucinations about people hitting on her are probably just compensating for the fact that her wife is cheating on her.
No, she's not cheating.
Allie is a drunk goggles 4. that is the new lowest one. Okay. She's a Long John Silver 6.
Now that's a fish dinner.
Did Allie get her blazer at the Men's Warehouse? Because they have a guarantee she can get her money back. That's an interesting question as well.
No. I'm keeping the vest. I'm keeping the blazer. I'm keeping all of it.
Put on that outfit tomorrow, because we got cameras now. Wear it in here. And let me see.
I'll show you a picture of it right now.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Hold on. Hold this up so everyone watching on the YouTube can enjoy as well.
Okay.
This is Allie's New Year's Eve fit, and she said it was great. And sometimes, listen, I had a shirt for a while. I was convinced when I wore this shirt.
It's not a very good.
Oh my God, Allie!
Does she look like she's in Miami Vice or something?
No, she looks like a disgruntled real estate agent. Is what she looks like that just lost a house.
All right. Well, this is the bad lighting.
It's not. This picture.
That's the best lighting I've ever seen of
Hold
you.
on. You got to post this picture on Instagram. This may be funnier.
This is when I was drunk calling listeners.
This may be a better bad picture than her running in the race.
No, it's not.
And the fact that you think that this was your good look is crazy. This is insane to me.
Okay, but this one's me looking a little more snazzy.
You are delusional. It's a whole new
I look
level.
hot. I look like, wow, that girl's from Southern California and she's busy.
I take back what I said about you being an Aquarium 6 based on that picture. You're way lower.
Klein Alley Show.
The world famous Klein Alley Show.
Show. Back at it. 2025. So far, year's going fine.
How inspiring.
We'll get into your ADD news in just a moment. Then we got a lot of audio that we picked up while we were away. Jake's got a bunch of drunk people at a bar giving words of wisdom and advice for people that are enjoying some sober dry January right now. And then quite on the other end of the spectrum, you had Vanessa, who was out and about, and this was her at a bar, and she sounds like maybe she was the drunkest person in all of Southern California for New Year's Eve. This is just a little bit of what she was getting into.
What's your New Year's resolution? Not get pregnant.
So she really was an absolute.
What? Could she have said anything and gotten the same reaction?
Yes. I mean, listen to this.
What's your New Year's resolution?
Mine is to get strong again.
She's just an absolute.
Where are
mess.
you? You sound like you're at the gayest club ever.
Is that a Latino dance party? Is that what that is?
No, I was at a Christmas bar crawl in Huntington Beach.
Nice.
Those bars.
Did you win the bar crawl?
I mean, I had a lot of fun. What's your New Year's resolution?
See, this one she started in the middle of the question. She had to start over. Listen to this.
What's
your New Year? Oh, I didn't ask the first part.
What's your New Year's resolution? Thanks
for clearing that up.
Drink more.
All right, there she is. That's Vanessa. Very good. All right, anyway.
I was like, I would like to kill a man. Kill a man!
First degree! We'll get into all that coming up. Let's find out what's going on in the world. We'll get your news. I see a lot of people on the phone that want to say things to us as well, so you can call us 800-520-1067. But first, we must give you this news so that you know what's going on in the world. And here it is right now. Hold on. Boom.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
All right, you'd think the biggest Apple-related news story this morning would be that they added pickleball to their Fitness Plus program.
That is a big story.
It is big, but this is an even bigger story, and it's big because it could mean money for you. Turns out Siri is not only a narc, she's also an eavesdropping snoop and a peeper. She's listening to
She's like you. She's
all
your
the
people.
time. Siri's my girl. But according to this lawsuit, people are not cool with that. There was a class action lawsuit that was filed a long time ago, and back in 2019, and they alleged that Siri's microphone was being turned on and recording conversations without the user's knowledge. And now it seems that it's all been settled, and Apple has agreed to pay $95 million to settle this lawsuit. So there's going to be more information soon on whether or not you could get some of that money.
$95 million from Apple. It's like any of us losing a lawsuit for 53 cents.
Seriously.
But I think the way it
95,
works...
do they even care?
No, not even. But I do believe... I just read something over the break that they spent, I think, $10 billion to try to develop this car that they just gave up on. Or something like that.
Oh,
They were
really?
working on that for a while, and then they just...
I think that's what really companies... Like that's the biggest loss for them is when they really invest in something that fails, like an app.
Yeah, but I don't think... Wouldn't know what that's like.
Oh.
Hey, by the way, the Odyssey app, download it now. It's a great way to listen to the show, and you can stream all sorts of shows.
It's
Maybe
really
you're on the
easy
road.
to use.
Hey, I did read, though, that if you can prove for any device that you had, I think it's going to be about $20 a person is what it works out
Oh,
to.
is it? Okay.
That's what I saw. They said, so for any of your Apple devices that you had over whatever the time is, phones, smart speaker, whatever else, right, that you get, I think it's $20 per
Hey, that's
thing.
significant.
I wonder if all the old phones I still have in my drawer count as well. I mean, I start adding up that.
Yeah, how far? I mean, as long as
$100.
Siri existed, then you
Sure.
can probably get paid. And sad for Siri that she had to listen to probably so many boring ass conversations.
boring
I mean,
conversations.
really just lame. All right, more on the Golden Globes last night. There was another win for Jeremy Allen White for The Bear. So over that show and that guy. More awards for Jean Smart for Hacks. Definitely not over her or that show. It also won Best TV Comedy. And Best Drama TV Show went to Baby Reindeer. And Best Movie, Musical, or Comedy was Amelia Perez, which I've not seen, and it won 4 Golden Globes last night. If you haven't heard of it or seen it, this is what Golden Globes host Nikki Glazer had to say about the movie.
Amelia Perez earned 10 nominations for Netflix, and I loved it. I think it is, without a doubt, the most audacious, groundbreaking film to ever autoplay after Is It Cake? Seriously.
Is it cake? Shout out.
So
Did Is It Cake win any Golden Globes? Should have won them
It is
all.
funny, though, that these Academy Award winners and Golden Globe winners are, like, in your feed just like Is It Cake and other stupid shows.
I don't
want to call it
I
stupid.
shouldn't say this out loud because it will give you even more ammunition to mock me, but I watched 1 or 2 episodes of Holiday Is It Cake over and over again and still got the cake wrong. And I saw it, the episode. And I was like, I think it's 3 this time. I'm like, oh, it's 2 again.
I don't know if you should tell anyone else that.
All right, well, just letting you know.
You know, they did an Is It Cake moment after the Christmas Day game, the Chiefs game. Did you see that?
No.
They had they were like from Netflix because they were all broadcasting it on
Sure, of
Netflix,
course.
which was for my father-in-law very confusing.
I'm sure.
But they had game balls that looked exactly like real game balls, and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce picked them up, and they felt heavy, and they opened it, and they were red velvet cakes.
Oh, delicious. We should do
She
that
would
with
have
real
loved
football
that.
games.
And you can rewatch that and get it wrong every time.
Gotta check that out.
All right, I love the radio because anything can happen. It's live, it's in the moment. You can never repeat it again. But I guess apparently that can happen with podcasts too. I don't listen to this podcast, but One on One with Mike D is a very successful podcast, and he had Tulo on his show recently.
Tulo.
Yeah, another guy who's like, kind of relevant. And apparently he had something in his pocket that was deadly, and potentially he shot himself during the podcast. So he puts his hand in his pocket at one point, and then you'll hear what happens next.
And choices we got in life, those were your choices. Who shot who?
We got to steal that segment. Who shot who? I got to do that on this
He
show.
put his hand in his pocket, and then you just see it go off, and then everyone froze. So I guess it accidentally went off in his pocket, or he grabbed the wrong part of the gun.
Somebody got shot. Oh, y'all good? Good. Hey, hold on the dirty third one-on-one with Mike D. I thought my shot me.
It's your New Year's resolution.
All right. That's a good show. Listen, I don't know what that. I'm going to start listening to that podcast immediately.
Right?
And we need more guests coming in here with guns in their pocket. What's going on?
Come on, guys, step it up.
Bunch of loser guests coming in here, putting their hands in their
Unarmed.
pocket, just Kleenex in there and lint. Nothing fun about that. We get into a brand new hour of the show. The second this Linkin Park song is done. Just announced already this morning, KROQ's Mile High Club. We will start getting you on that standby list to go to London and see Justice in less than 1 hour. And we are back live. And boy, that we missed the hell out of you on KROQ.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. Maybe you're off to that new gym you just joined, huh? Gonna make 2025 your best year ever?
Have you?
No, not yet.
But I think you still haven't quit the other gym.
I have
quit.
not. I think in another month I'm allowed to quit the other gym.
Oh, because it's when you signed up?
Yeah. I think I had
You
to.
procrastinated on your own gym membership
Don't
from
worry.
a year ago.
I will. Just promise me if you're off to a gym, you're going to start doing that workout thing. Don't be the one person that decides to run backwards on the treadmill. I know there's always someone that, like, the treadmill's not hard enough going the way it's supposed to be, so they're like, I'm going to run backwards on it or sideways. And
Why would you do that?
I think it's a real look-at-me move that people do. I'm sure
It's like the people who run really, really fast or like downhill.
Yeah. It's like just,
what are you doing?
Yeah, we get it. You win. You're the winner of the gym. You're the best one. Don't be one of those people.
But you also kind of hope those people will fall.
Oh, God, I pray for it every time. But they're usually really in shape, so they never do.
I like
Meanwhile,
the old guys who like walk uphill for hours on
That's
a
great.
treadmill.
Just keep on going.
Just go,
we got
go.
a decent hour planned for you. We're live again. Of course, you can listen, KROQ, stream the app, whatever. Maybe you're on the podcast now, in which case, thanks for checking us out. Or you could look at us as we are currently streaming on KROQ's YouTube. Back at it again. People liked it. So it's like a trial at the end of last year, and people said, let's keep doing it. So here we are. Still doing it. You can check us out on KROQ's YouTube as well. If you want to see what it looks like in the studio, you can see the lesbian flannel of choice that Allie's gone with today.
I'm exotic.
The picture has been posted up on our Instagram, Klein Alley Show. You could check it out there if you want to see what Allie's New Year's Eve fit looked like. She thought she was a 10.
You didn't see the whole thing. You just see the top half in that picture.
Oh, I saw enough. I saw enough for sure. Hey,
No,
Gus, you're on KROQ this morning at 800-520-1067. What's up, buddy?
I just wanted to wish you a Happy New Year.
Oh, thank you, and Happy New Year to you, and thanks for coming back and checking out the show again in 2025. Will this be the best year ever for this show? Hopefully, or else we're probably all going to get fired. So, yes. Spread the word.
Love you guys.
All right, thank you. Love you too. Go,
He's like, yeah, you will. Love you.
Go spread the word and grow the show. That's the most important thing you can do. If you're new to the show, I'm Klein. There's Allie. That's DJ Omar Khan there, the audio sniper. You got Jake the Nerd in the back. And Vanessa, sobering up. She said that she's sweaty today already, which is weird because that's usually Jake's domain. So we're just shifting.
Oh, I'm sweaty too.
Oh, good.
Is anyone not sweaty? Raise your hand.
I can't raise my hand because I'm pitting out big time. So I guess also I'm sweaty. That's what you call recovery.
Yeah, I think it's natural detoxing.
Natural detox.
Alcohol withdrawal.
If you are enjoying dry January, we've got some very important words of wisdom that we collected from very drunk people. But they would like to wish you well on your journey, and we will share perhaps the most motivational sayings you will ever hear this year. We'll do it after The Offspring right here on the world famous KROQ. A happy Monday, good morning, and welcome to 2025. It's KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. Happy January. And for some of you, happy dry January. It's the one month of the year you decide you're going to go ahead and put away booze for a while. And we just got heard from the Surgeon General while we were away. This guy's getting on board the dry January train by saying that alcohol, I guess, causes cancer. And, yeah, sure, we all know when we lie every time we go to a doctor and they ask us how many drinks we have a week and we round down and we say, do they mean full drinks? Or that one doesn't really count because that was during the day.
What I hate is when you have to click the blank or more button.
Right. Well, no one ever does that.
Or it's like 0, 1, 2, 4 or more.
It's always
and
weird.
You're like, well, yeah.
On the it's very easy to lie on the form because it's just a form. But then when you get in the room and they actually follow up question, I crumble so quickly. They're like, it says here you have 2 drinks a month, and I'm like, it does? I really wrote
what
that.
What kind of idiot wrote that?
Yeah, there's you just did 5 minutes ago in the waiting room. So anyway, a lot of people though taking advantage of dry January, and if that's your thing, we decided to get you some motivational words of wisdom from people that were highly intoxicated at a bar, and hopefully this will help set you on the path for success.
What's your name?
Becca.
Becca from where?
I'm from North Hollywood.
A lot of people are doing dry January now. Have you heard that?
Yes, I have heard of it.
Do you have any encouragement for people who are doing dry January?
It's not a good start. Right out of the gate.
Lame.
That's some speech right there. Interesting.
It's some bullshit. I'm gonna honestly be true. It's some bullshit.
It's some bullshit.
I love that.
Doesn't even like the concept of it. The whole concept is she's against.
But I think it's pointless as well. 1 month, okay, you're not going to drink, but then guess what? You're going to go back to drinking right after that.
Maybe you don't.
For the rest of the 11 months.
Maybe you get a lot done this month.
No,
dude,
oh my God.
it's
like Jake's big thing. He does it every year. But then who's the first person to crack a beer every Wednesday during show time? It's Jake.
Jake, this month.
Are you doing dry January now?
Yeah.
You haven't had a drink? But I thought last year you had all these caveats. You didn't start it till this week and you ended early or something.
Yeah, I start today.
See, so already you didn't do it. But here's...
No, but I start today. I'll go till February 6th.
Of course he has to do it in the most annoying way.
It's difficult.
Whatever. I can make my own rules.
So on February 30th, he's like, I'm still doing dry January.
Yeah,
and everyone's
course.
like, what are you talking about?
These people, in that case, Jake, listen to these people. They have words of wisdom for you.
And as a bisexual woman, I truly, I just don't give a f***. It's f***ed up. It's f***ed up. Be as fully in the moment, as fully as sane as you can be in this moment.
This is, hold on.
Oh, bisexuals.
This is words of, all he asked was, do you have encouraging words for people that are doing dry January?
As a bisexual.
Right.
Where life is changing into a new cycle, a new circle. And be comfortable in that. Being sober is where it's at, then that's where it's at.
Beautiful. I mean, if that doesn't make you want to get on board.
Jake's transitioning?
I think Jake is now a lady. Congratulations,
pretty
Jake.
lady.
Here's another person
Congrats,
that has
man.
words of encouragement. If you are participating in dry January, these are very drunk people that are probably not doing it.
What's your name?
I'm Rachel.
Rachel.
Oh, boy. Oh, man.
Even that.
That was a struggle.
I'm Rachel. So
What's your name?
I hate me or love me.
Rachel from where?
North Hollywood.
Oh, boy. All right, listen up. If you're doing dry January, this is
I would probably talk to this girl for hours at the bar.
This is your Sherpa.
A lot of people are doing dry January. Have you heard of that?
I've heard of it, but I do not speak of it.
Oh, okay.
Like it's the devil.
Don't say it 3 times.
Oh, my
Shows
God.
up.
Whoa.
How many drinks have you had tonight?
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea.
Do you have any encouragement for people who are doing dry January?
Okay, look, the longer you get through this,
your liver will improve, and then you can drink more the next time, and then you can beat the next bitch on the next drinking episode. So, them, relax your liver, and prepare for battle.
Whoa.
That is a beautiful message.
I love that concept. You're just giving your liver a rest. Now I'm on board with dry January.
I didn't know how
Give it a moment.
Somehow turned into a drinking battle against another person.
And
but
prepare.
Here it is again.
Them, relax your liver, and prepare for battle.
Beautiful.
Join the Mile High Club.
Heck yeah, let's go.
How would you like
Klein Show. Welcome to 2025. Thanks for starting your day with us. Coming up in a little bit, we'll give you tickets to Monster Jam. That's happening pretty soon. I think that's in Anaheim this time. 4-pack of tickets, Angel Stadium on January 19th, and we'll get you in this hour. Then at 9 a.m. sharp, first name will go on that standby list so you can be a part of KROQ's new Mile High Club, destination number 1. We'll send you to London to see Justice. If you do have a New Year's resolution, and I think that as much as we can make fun of how much they fail, I think it's a good concept of starting fresh, New Year. Also happens to be my birthday, January 1st. So, it's a couple of New Years at the same time where you start going like, all right, should I do things differently this year?
And it allows you to reflect naturally, right, on things that just happened and how you'd like to change them for the better.
I try to not reflect, because usually reflect leads to a lot of regret and pain.
Yeah.
So I will go, this year, let me do a lot of things differently. And I've said that many times. That's the pep talk. But it is normal to do a couple, say this year is the year I want to do whatever. And maybe you insert the obvious ones. I think every year the top 5 are always the same, right? It's always lose weight, work out more,
save money,
eat better, save
eat
money.
healthier, exercise more, lose weight, spend more time with family and friends.
Ugh. Now, we are going to do the return of the forced resolutions. If you remember last year, we started the year. We all had a forced resolution. Omar couldn't self-pleasure. Jake had to journal every day. I forget what my stupid thing was.
Couldn't drink.
Couldn't drink. But that was bad a few times. But for the most part, I actually felt more... no, I didn't. Never mind. I take it back. That was not fun either.
Right.
Allie, what was yours? You couldn't have sushi or something?
No, I had to do hot yoga. And guess what I'm still doing? Hot yoga.
Allie was forced
It was
to do
like a significant
hot yoga.
life change, and
That's
it's
right.
really expensive.
Yeah, and your wife's now like sleeping with the instructor. Or
All
something.
my wife wanted for Christmas was more yoga.
More
mats.
hot yoga. Yeah, you're in on it. Oh, it's too
I
bad.
got my Christmas present from her was 5 private hot yoga classes.
Really?
Yes.
Did you want that or no?
I guess I did. I don't know, man. I don't know if I got really anything I wanted this year.
What a letdown.
Yeah, but it has led to life changes is the point.
Right, and so we will be doing that again tomorrow. I think we'll bring in the wheel of forced resolutions. We'll put on some of the obvious ones and then some other ones as well. But it's interesting because some people on the show actually do have legitimate resolutions they're trying to do. My wife came to me with 2 resolutions that completely contradicted each other, so she can't do both. And she tried that. She was all excited because she's like, this year I'm really going to make an effort to be smarter with spending. And I'm like, great. I've been saying that since the day I met you.
Yeah.
You couldn't be dumber with spending, so let's try to be smarter with spending.
Well, she will Uber Eats deliver 1 cup of coffee.
Yes.
Like that,
Yeah, well,
that to me is just wasteful.
That she shut down, at least when I'm home, because some guy would knock on the door with a cup of coffee, and I'd be like, sorry, wrong house. And he'd be like, no, I don't think so. And I'll be like, yell up. I'm like, did you order a cup of coffee? She's like, yeah. I couldn't figure out how the Keurig worked. I'm like, what?
It's literally one button.
You ordered a goddamn cup of coffee?
It's like coffee for idiots.
What are you talking about here? So you ordered a cup? Do you even have any idea percentage-wise how much this is more expensive than making it?
Or I bet she'll deliver something that's literally 2 blocks away. That's very easy to pick up.
Very easy. So she said she wants to be...
Isn't she a regular shopping at Erewhon, too?
Okay, so here's the... I'm glad you brought that up, Omar. So she said, I want to be smarter with money this year and not spend stupid money on things that we don't need. I'm like, great. Love that. I'm on board with that plan. Let's do it. Then she goes, also, I really want to make sure that we're only eating like healthy stuff. So I think we should just do shopping at Erewhon or Whole Foods. And I'm like,
what?
Hold on. I'm like, you understand?
That will bankrupt
You
you.
sell apples everywhere.
Yeah, you understand your resolution number 2 completely contradicts resolution number 1.
Right.
Resolution number 2 is exactly what I thought you were talking about with resolution number 1.
And Jake makes a great point. It's not like those are the only 2 places that you can get healthy food.
I know. And I say, if you power wash anything long enough, you can make it healthy.
Oh, yeah. You don't even need to wash it. Trust me.
Yeah, it's got pesticides on it. That's fine.
Love
Just
it.
hose it off in the driveway. Bring it in.
Dude, so
I said, whoa, what? Excuse me, what now? She goes, yeah, I just feel like it's all this red dye number 4s and all this. I'm like, you don't even know what you're saying. You're just hearing stuff. Like, I don't know what I'm saying either. Okay, fine. We don't want to give the kids Doritos all the time, only a few days a week and on weekends during football. Okay, that's fine. But we don't need to go full Erewhon or full nutso. I mean, that's insane.
Or you can do that thing where it's like fake healthy. Like, I'm not buying goldfish. I'm buying those little rocket chip things from Trader Joe's.
Yeah, and I even said
and
that.
they're healthier.
And I said, look, I've said this before many times. You don't have to buy organic. You can buy a roll of stickers that say organic on Amazon for cheap. You can put those stickers on anything. And
it's
then,
all about the mind.
And then your mind goes, I'm eating an organic Hot Pocket. Great. Even better for you. So that was already like a complete failure to launch because she gave me with this one right out of the gate. I was like, great, finally, this is good. And then
she's like, fine, Bristol Farms too.
No, not Bristol Farms. No.
This year I'm not making resolutions. I'm mainly doing things that I want in or out of my life.
Oh, God, please tell me I'm on the out list.
You're out.
Yes.
You're done.
Finally. Goodbye.
Along with texting, I'm over texting. I'm going to do voice memos only.
Oh, God.
Wow.
They're the best.
No,
not my actual voice. I'm saying just talking into the
okay,
thing.
good. Okay, thank
because
God.
I'm just so sick of the I'm never pressing the right keys and then the autocorrecting, and then I just don't like being buried into my phone. I just want no more texting. I'm going to quit smoking once and for all.
How many
after my birthday?
Allie, you've said this every year, and then by the way,
I have quit smoking.
You
many
always
times.
say you've quit smoking, and then we'll be at some concert, and you'll be like, "I'll be right back," and you're like, "I'm going to go."
Concerts don't count.
Okay, so this is
you
why.
know this,
right?
Okay, I'm saying once and for all. Finally, at a certain point in my life, once I've gotten almost halfway through my life, I should probably stop because then I can cancel out all the other stuff. I can cancel out like 20 years of smoking by spending 20 years not smoking.
You would think having a kid would be the final thing that would convince you to stop smoking. I feel like that's
yes,
a great
but then it was
guilt
like,
motivator.
okay, wait, and then when he's old enough to but I don't really smoke that often. It's not like I'm smoking all the time. I'm not. I'm not smoking every day.
This sounds like something someone says that smokes all the time.
I don't smoke all the time.
How many cigarettes did he have on New Year's Eve?
Oh my God, I don't know. That's New Year's Eve. That's different.
She did buy that blazer with
right
camel
question
cash.
is what kind. There was 3 different kinds I was smoking.
Right. Yeah, but that one doesn't count either. See, Allie's a big fan of this doesn't count. She loves the this doesn't count stuff, which I do with food. Look,
yeah, everyone does it in their own way.
Of course, I'll say like, all right, that's it. You got to cut back on the junk food. And then I'll be like, oh, well, the pizza doesn't count because it was cold when I ate it.
Right.
It means nothing.
It's true.
It still counts.
And then some of the things that I'm going to start doing is I think this year I'm really going to get into plastic surgery. I'm just going to really start picking at my face, my body.
Allie, I got a whole list for you. I've been looking at you for years, and I'm telling you.
Start doing all that collagen, the laser therapy.
All of it.
I'm going to start cutting this turkey waddle thing down.
You should do a head transplant. A full-on head transplant, like with a pig or something. They're doing that. I would love it if you came in.
Were you saying a pig's head would be more attractive?
It's not really fair to the pig.
It'd be better for the show.
That's true. You know what? I did want to recommit to the show. That was another resolution.
I do feel bad for the pig, the poor pig that has to wake up with Allie's face. But still.
Wait, are we switching the head or the body?
I don't know. That'll be a
or
game.
Just the whole thing.
Vanessa is funny because Vanessa hates when we make stereotypes because she's Colombian and she hates that we say she's all chotched up all the time. But she did claim in her New Year's resolution she wants to stop doing Coke. And
stop drinking Coca-Cola.
Right.
Coca-Cola.
No, we have the email. You said...
I said Coke, and then I put in parentheses Coca-Cola. Because I know how you are.
No, you've said this before.
You know what? I love cocaine.
Now, where's the parentheses there?
Parentheses Coca-Cola.
In my eyes. In my eyes.
Yeah, we have
my bloodshot eyes.
It's a Coke that person says.
Yeah.
So Vanessa, that's your big resolution?
I have to. I'm really for reals, guys. No more Coca-Cola.
I'm going to Pepsi.
She wants to stop acting like this.
Yeah, that's not someone on Coca-Cola.
Ooh.
That's an 8-ball of Coca-Cola right there.
Yeah, they used to put cocaine in Coca-Cola.
I know. That's why she loves it so much.
Okay, and then?
Next thing is I'm going to become a pescatarian, which I have done in the past.
Oh, welcome to my
6
side.
days in, and I'm doing great.
What is that, like Baptist?
No, I think it's lesbian, right?
No, it just means I'm not eating red meats, just fish.
That's right.
Chicken.
That is, Allie got it right.
I'll give you all the tips.
Congratulations.
From this pig head.
Yeah. Congrats. Hey, congratulations, Vanessa.
I'll bring in some new vests for you. I think you actually have a lot of lesbian-friendly wardrobe already, but...
Actually, I feel like I do, too.
Yeah, she's already a big rollerblader. She's like half the battle right
Totally.
there. So good job. All right, so pescatarian, the cocaine is done, and what else?
And Coca-Cola. And I'm not going to date. I know I said I was going to date like in March. No, I'm not going to date until like maybe summer. And if I don't date at all, then I don't date at all.
Forever?
No, like this year.
I'm going
to start in the summer if I feel like it.
Are you going celibate? Full celibate?
Yep.
What?
A lot of people are saying, I heard that one a lot this year. A lot of conversation with people that are going,
Island to myself tour.
Yeah, Jake was celibate not by choice, but he did that for almost an entire year. But Vanessa's claiming she's going to go full celibate. But I also think that seems like one of those things.
For 6 months.
6 months.
No problem.
Yeah, that's at summer.
You're going to go completely celibate. Not just no dating, no one-night stands, no nothing.
Nothing. I'm over boys.
Well,
yeah, we
I'll
heard
tell
that.
you what.
The pescatarian comment.
Lesbian sex doesn't count.
Yeah, that's right. Good for you. Well, tomorrow, forced resolution. So all of these could get thrown out when we throw some real resolutions on the wheel and force ourselves to do them, or the consequences will be very, very painful. KROQ. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Some people say 2025 will officially be the year that robots and humans are interacting on a daily basis. Maybe that person driving next to you right now won't be there because they'll be replaced by a robot driver. And this crazy story that happened, two different stories that have both gone kind of viral. One of them involving one of the driverless robot Waymo cars, where I guess the guy was supposed to make a flight back to L.A., and the car had a weird glitch and just drove in circles by the airport. So imagine how annoying that is. You're already, like, cutting it close. I'm not one of these people that gives myself like, extra time. I'm always cutting it real close.
And usually for me, I'm like at the farthest parking lot with the least frequent shuttle, so I'm always stressing getting to the airport. But if you have gotten yourself together and gotten a taxi, a Waymo taxi...
Yeah,
and
no
then
BO,
technology quits on you.
No awkward conversation.
Right.
Do you guys know, can you guys hop in the driver's seat and then just manually override it?
I was in one recently for the first time ever, and I thought I wanted to see what control I could take, and the answer is none. I mean, I did attempt to... Yeah, it was kind of funny. They had like a buckled seatbelt over an empty seat in the driver's seat.
That's so stupid.
And even I tried
what a nerd driver.
I was like, clicking her ticket, loser. And I tried to unbuckle the seatbelt even, just to like while the car was moving. I couldn't even do that. Wouldn't even let me do that. So anyway, this is the story. But then we're going to give you something a human did to prove that humans are still better at being bad drivers. But take a listen.
You see, self-driving cars promise convenience, right, and innovation. But for one LA man, a recent ride in a Waymo vehicle turned into a bizarre and really frustrating ordeal.
It happened this week in Arizona. Instead of a smooth trip back to the airport, the car glitches, driving in circles for minutes, leaving him stranded and dizzy.
Stranded and dizzy, which is how a lot of people. How small were those circles? Like, I thought circles is going like around the same, freeway exit over and over and over again. Just keep circling. But I guess it's just driving in like donuts with the guy inside the back seat.
Well, maybe it's like the terminal.
Wouldn't let the guy out?
How it just keeps circling around and around and around.
I do feel like they lock you in until you get there, and then the doors unlock. So maybe the guy couldn't make the move out.
Passenger Mike John says the company's customer service only made things worse.
And it was just going in the circles like around the fifth or sixth time. That feeling was very uncomfortable where you're strapped in, you can't open the door, and this...
Well, he could have unstrapped himself. I mean, that part is, he controls his own seatbelt. I don't think it locks you down.
You can't not take off your seatbelt.
Right.
Vehicle is just going in circles, so somebody obviously at the control tower realized that there's a malfunction, and then they're trying to fix it. But the kicker is they're trying to fix it, and they're trying to use my phone to fix the problem.
So it wasn't simple. John says the experience raises concerns about safety and customer support in autonomous vehicles.
And I've seen those now cruising the streets of L.A., the Waymos. I mean,
I cut one off this morning. It was great.
Got to do it.
When I see those, I'm like, I'm not going to wait for you.
So that's a robot story, car story making the news. And then there's this human car story making the news. And this was... a lot of drunk driving happens, unfortunately, over the holidays and around New Year's. And this was a Hooters waitress that got pulled over and apparently decided to try to hit on the officer.
We're going to make out here. Okay. Going to make out here.
No, we're not. Here, wait, stop right there.
Turn off.
So she's attempting to make out with him. He's saying you got to blow in this breathalyzer. And at some point, I think the breathalyzer...
And he pointed to his penis.
He did not point. It's funny. You say that, Omar.
Just blow on it.
At one point, he does go for his flashlight, and she thinks it's something else. Listen.
Here, wait, stop right there.
Turn off the lights. We're going to make out.
Wait, stay right there.
Okay. My bad. It's my bad.
All right.
I gotta pee, bro.
I know. I have to pee as well.
Bro. I gotta pee.
All of us know that feeling. It's a certain level of feeling.
You don't want to have that feeling in a Waymo.
That's right.
You're never getting out.
Nope.
Okay, do you want to try this first exercise for me?
I will do anything for you, Daddy.
Wow. She is. She's not employee of the month at that Hooters. I don't know who will be.
God damn.
All right.
You in that suit, I will do anything for you.
Can you put your feet together?
Put my feet together.
I know this is supposed to be... Drinking and driving is not cool. We get all that. But sometimes it can be hilarious.
And your hands on your side.
Whatever you say, Daddy.
Okay. Now, before
put my hand on my hip.
No, I was grabbing my flashlight.
Whatever you want, Daddy.
Oh, my God. All right, the daddy thing's not working. Try a different tactic,
She's
girl.
trying.
Before we start.
Hey, fair shot.
Are you wearing contacts right now?
Are you wearing contacts?
Good technique.
I don't know. I know what you are, but what am I?
Are you wearing contacts? I don't know, Daddy. Are you wearing contacts, Daddy?
I'm wearing glasses.
No, I'm wearing.
He has glasses, I should point out, which is even funnier because clearly the one person not wearing contacts is the guy wearing glasses.
No, I am wearing contacts. Like, you see this? I am wearing contacts.
Sophia.
Did you see this?
Can you put your shirt on?
I am wearing contacts.
Can you put your shirt on?
I am wearing contacts.
She's lifting her shirt up during this part of it.
Yeah,
Does she know what contacts are?
No, she does not know what contacts.
Look at these contacts.
Those are your breasts, ma'am.
Also, I like it how he slows down. He's like, can you put your shirt down?
Yeah.
Please.
I swear to God, I'm wearing contacts.
Hold on. I want you to think for like 2 seconds.
I am wearing contacts.
Sophia.
You might have glasses, but I am wearing contacts.
Hey, Sophia. Hey,
I swear to God, I'm wearing contacts.
Like 2 seconds.
Why are you such a nerd, bro?
In all seriousness.
Bro, don't be such a nerd, bro.
All right, there you
Story of
have
my
it.
life.
So, Allie, who wins, the robot or the human car story?
I think human.
Human always wins, yeah, because the robot was wearing contacts. Quick break. We're back in a second with your ADD news. Get you on that standby list so you can join KROQ's Mile High Club in London with Justice. It's all next. KROQ. Klein Alley Show 2025. Get you on that standby list. If you didn't hear the big news, we're sending someone to London to see justice. It is the first stop, KROQ's Mile High Club, and we will get you in less than 10 minutes. Get your ADD news before that. Quickly, though, a very heartfelt message that was waiting on the GOAT line while we were away last week.
Hey, guys.
I don't know when you guys will be back, but I just want to say on behalf of the listeners, even though you don't know us at a deeper level, we thank you for bringing us so many smiles last year. Personally, I have a crappy job, and the only perk I get is having an earphone. And I re-listen to your podcast every single day, and it just brings a smile to my head knowing how dumb you guys are.
Oh, so nice. Started so nice, and then it ended so sad.
And that just makes my day a whole lot better. Thank you, Klein, you stupid man.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Allie, you cheap lesbian. Thank you, Jake, you sweaty imbecile. Johnny, you dumb, mellow, discount version of Jay Leno. Thank you. Omar, you stuttering homeowner. I love you. And Vanessa, my little drug lord.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hope you have a happy new year. Take care. Love you.
It's funny that in all of the insults, Omar being a homeowner is an insult.
I know.
You
homeowner.
You stuttering homeowner that made wise investments.
God hates homeowners.
That is so true. Let's get into your news. What a good takeaway from today's show. And now your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Okay, so I just thought I would share one more local DUI story. This isn't as
another one.
Yeah.
How could there be more DUI? God, was anyone sober the last 2 weeks?
I know there was a lot of DUI stories, and I'll share another one that I don't know if alcohol is related, but there's a spider monkey involved. Anyway,
here's a clip of the new DUI one.
What's your New Year's resolution?
All right, ma'am.
Officer!
Back it up. Back it up.
So, this is not as gold as the Hooters squirrel that we just heard, but like I said, an honorable mention because the guy outed himself as soon as he opened his mouth. This happened near Temecula.
Hi. Today you're being stopped for a DUI investigation.
I was just dropping off my friend because I'm the DUI tonight, and I was dropping her off near the In-N-Out off of Temecula.
Okay.
And I'm heading my way back off of, Jefferson.
You're the DUI tonight?
Yes, sir.
Do you mean to say the DD?
Sorry.
Oh, boy.
Don't be such a nerd, bro.
Yeah, don't be such a nerd, bro. That's unbelievable. What a mistake right there. He had a great story ready to go. The cop comes up. I'm just going to say DD. Just say you're the DD.
Yeah. And I'm just dropping my girl off at a In-N-Out. He's got the story down.
DD, you're DD. What are you? I'm the DUI. Ah, damn it.
You mean you're the DD? And then he's like, oh, crap.
So I gotta place you under arrest, okay?
Even though I'm 2 minutes away?
Even though you're 2 minutes away, man.
Boy.
Actually, you're 2 minutes away. Yeah, you get back in the car.
Such good logic.
You go ahead.
I wonder if all these
Continue
cops knew
on.
at the moment that they were getting great gold viral moments on their hands.
I know. Here's a headline that you can only read in California. Baby spider monkey found inside Rolls Royce in critical condition.
So sad.
Yeah, this is another New Year's Eve honorable mention. This guy was pulled over by CHP on New Year's Eve, and he's a 27-year-old guy. His name is Ghost, but I guess that's the name he gave himself because his real name is Ali Mused Adel Muhammad, and he was pulled over for speeding, and then he had a Rolls Royce with a critically ill baby spider monkey, large amounts of illegal cannabis, and 5 cell phones. And now they're trying to save this female spider monkey, and they're trying to figure out exactly how he got it, but my guess would probably be on the dark web. People buy exotic animals on there all the time, and if you want, if you're a guy with a Rolls Royce named Ghost and you're trying to, make a name for yourself, you get a baby spider monkey.
At what point, though, do you feel like I've got enough flexes? I don't need the spider monkey. You would think, I've got the
There's something with
Rolls Royce, I've got the illegal cannabis, I've got 5 cell phones.
I think you have to have something that no one thinks you can have. That's why people get monkeys and tigers and all that crap.
Are spider monkeys illegal? Because there's all these weird rules where they're not illegal to own, but they're illegal to buy, and they're illegal to bring into the state. But if you have one, which obviously you've got under illegal ways, you can have it okay, no problem.
Yeah, and you know that Chimp Crazy show, I think there was something about how, for a while, it was perfectly fine to just have these animals.
Yeah,
and now it's not?
Are those the
or
ones
in
that wear
some
the
states
diapers?
it is?
The spider monkeys, the little ones that wear the diapers? I gotta look at a picture of a spider monkey.
Well, you can see a picture of a sick one. Do you want to see it?
Not really. It's gonna bring me down. I'm in such a good mood right now.
I'm in such a good mood. I don't need sick
monkey.
spider monkeys.
There's 12 states that you can own a monkey.
Yeah, but the spider monkeys are different, Jake, I think. You should know this. I'm shocked you don't have the information
Don't
on
be
the ready.
monkeyist.
No,
There's
but
12 states you need a permit, and California is not one of them.
So you can own a monkey in California?
No, you cannot have one in California.
Oh, at all?
No.
Unless you're like a zoo.
Yes.
Because when I used to work at Playboy, Hef had a bunch of those spider monkeys in his zoo, like tons of them. You could feed them bananas. They'd pull girls' hair extensions out. It was hilarious.
I wonder if it's something where they don't really enforce it, or they only enforce it if they're there already enforcing something else.
But maybe he had a proper habitat or some BS like that.
Yeah, he did. He had a permit for like a residential zoo, which I don't know that they give anymore.
Yeah, in California, all primates, including spider monkeys, are illegal to own as pets.
Huh.
Wow.
And it's too bad, too, because if you have one, the first thing you want to do is show it off. No one's like keeping a spider monkey under wraps. Immediately you want to get
Do
on.
you want to go see something cool in my basement?
Right, or you want to put it on the gram immediately. So.
I mean, yeah, I would probably keep it in my Rolls Royce if I had one, wouldn't you?
In Texas, you can legally own a monkey. You don't need a permit or a license.
It's Texas, man. Move to Texas. You can have any monkey you want.
All the magic happens.
Maybe your New Year's resolution is to look younger, try to live forever. You can take tips from this guy, Brian Johnson. We've talked about him before on the show. This guy was famous for doing a plasma exchange with his son. Do you remember this guy?
No.
So he's like a famous billionaire, and he's obsessed with living forever. And there's a new documentary about him that just came out on Netflix called Don't Die, The Man Who Wants to Live Forever. And he made a bunch of headlines last year because he underwent the world's first multi-generational plasma exchange to try and like exchange plasma with his kids so that he could like be youthful. But now they're like in this documentary sharing what their daily routine is. And they're like, we start with the basics. We wake up at 5 a.m. and eat our last meal of the day. A combination of veggies, nuts, seeds, and berries at noon, and then head to bed by 8:30.
Why do you want to live forever if that's your life?
Exactly.
I don't get it. There's no steaks, no bacon-wrapped anything, no funnel cakes.
By the time I go to bed at 8:30 p.m., primary digestion is done and my resting heart rate is between 47 and 49 BPM. So he wants to basically, as he's sleeping, sort of be dead in order to prolong life.
This is one of those guys that's going to do all this stuff and then he's going to like, some weird freakish thing's going to happen. Like he's going to fall in an elevator shaft and that's going to be game over. And it was a bunch of wasted years where that guy could have had chicken parm and he's eating nuts and seeds.
Yeah, but as you get older, don't you, a little bit of you think, like, maybe I could just steal some blood from a young person. Well, you start thinking weird like that.
There are things that happen, like with athletes, where they go over to Europe and they do blood spinning, which is technically your own blood. But I'm sure people have experimented before with eating babies and stuff just to try to get a little younger.
Well, and this guy is so obsessed that he, like, his biggest brag is that people think him and his son are brothers. But that has to suck for the son.
Son's got to be like, Dad, I'm so sick of giving you my plasma.
Can I just please call you Dad? Can I just live a normal life as a kid with my plasma, my life?
Kid's going like, I just want this man to die already. And this guy's like, I'm going to live forever. The worst thing
My dad
ever.
is such a dick, man.
We get into a brand new hour of the show right now, and if your New Year's resolution is to do some traveling in 2025, well, then now is the perfect time to be listening.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Before we open up the phones and give away a spot on the standby list for KROQ's Mile High Club, I'm looking for you, caller 20 at 800-520-1067. Ken would like to shed some light on the monkey conversation we just had a moment ago.
Oh, great.
Ken, go ahead. Your opinion is all that matters right now. What's up?
Yeah, so the monkey situation. I had a neighbor when I lived in San Diego that had a chimpanzee, and I didn't know that she had this chimpanzee. I was standing out front. She's holding this thing like a baby. It's wearing a diaper.
Cool.
And I just thought it was a kid. And then I look at it, and I'm like, holy shit, that is a funky kid.
Well, other than the word you can't say on the radio, that is a real story that they legally, and you think they legally had that chimpanzee?
I asked her, and she had a permit. She was babysitting this chimpanzee, so she had a permit, and I didn't realize this monkey was just living next door to me.
That's so cool.
But wouldn't you say you have a permit?
Well, but you probably have to get the permit. I wonder how hard it is to get a permit. I mean, it's like getting a handicap parking thing. I'm sure if you apply yourself, you could probably get it without actually needing it.
But like if things going on in your neighborhood, like guy selling weed, guy making whatever, person with monkey has got to be one of the cooler illegal things going on your street, right? I would imagine that the neighborhood would be like chill with that.
I'm disappointed.
Permit, not cool.
That at this point in my life, I don't have any sort of a friend that has a monkey, and maybe I do, and they just have kept it under wraps because they know I would come on here and blab about it.
And
but
also, it's kind of like not good for the monkey most of the time. So,
but
Yeah, I think
But
it's
also
not
maybe
good.
it is good.
That was kind of the point of that
You could be a
shit.
monkey.
Yeah. I mean, I'm monkey adjacent for sure. Caller 20 puts us in Long Beach, California. This is very important because it's the first spot on the standby list, which currently is a blank piece of paper, but we were going to add one name to it right now and then a name every hour straight up through 9 p.m. every day this week. Before we give away the good news, you're off to London to see Justice. And spot number 1 goes to Nina.
Good morning, guys. Oh, my God. Thank you so much.
Nina, good news. You're caller 20. I don't know what sort of luck you wished for in this new year, what your manifestations were, your resolutions, but you are the first name to go on the standby boarding list for KROQ's Mile High Club trip to London to see Justice, all right?
Oh, my God. Thank you so much, you guys. This is awesome.
All right, what a way to start your new year. Is this the best thing that's happened so far in 2025?
I think it has to be for sure.
All right, great. We will take that as a early victory for you. This hour, lots to get to on the show. I can't even believe, Allie, but we haven't gotten to it yet. The gayest football highlights from all the games that took place while we were away.
Oh my God, 3 weeks of games.
Including Beyonce, halftime shows. Christmas seems like forever
A gay
ago.
icon doing a halftime show.
We got that to get to this hour on the show if you missed it. We also got, I was offered a very interesting trade proposition on a flight, cross-country flight. And I didn't even think about accepting the trade at the time, and I regretted it the entire next 5 hours.
Trade families?
It was a weird, I've never been offered a trade like this before.
Really?
It was for a very strange reason. So we'll get to that and much more this hour as we're back live again on KROQ. It's Klein Alley Show. Good morning. Wake up! Here on KROQ. Every single morning we'll be here to make it worth your while. Got more spots on that standby list coming up in less than an hour with Nicole Alvarez all day and all week long. And for those of you that gave us your phone number, we try to call as many people as possible on New Year's Eve just to say Happy New Year. We appreciate you. Here's just a sampling of some of the many calls that were made and some of the people that were excited to hear from us or just had no idea who we were.
What's up? Hi, Alex! Happy New Year!
Shut the up.
What's up?
Hello, gorgeous. How are you? Happy New Year.
Hi!
you every morning. I hate myself for going to work, and then I listen to your beautiful voice, and then I'm like, it's all okay. I don't know where I am. I'm in the middle of LA, standing on a rooftop, and I don't know how I'm gonna get down because I'm super drunk. Allie from Allie and Klein.
Oh, hello, Allie. Do we win tickets?
Is that all you want me for?
No, even without tickets, if with friendship, that's amazing, even better. But do you have tickets?
Jesus Christ. I mean, one-track mind.
Hope you have a shot, have a party, live your best life tonight because you deserve it.
Just a sampling of some of the many people we got a chance to speak to on New Year's Eve.
It's just great to know that we matter in the best way.
So much so. You got tickets? All right.
But then he was like, no, more than that. But do you have tickets?
Hand the phone over. There were a lot of football games that took place. So much action, hard to keep track of it all. Allie's watching the games for a very different reason. Many people have argued that so far this season you have ruined football for them now because they can't watch any of the games without hearing these gay moments.
I would argue that I elevated it for you and I made it more interesting. And yeah, there were a lot of games to keep track of. And of course, a very well-known now halftime show, a legendary halftime show from a gay icon, Beyonce. So she was my inspiration for this week's gayest sports highlights of the week.
Everybody put your hands together. Let's take it to the floor now.
Here goes Burrow. Look at him dance.
Good penetration there by the Cardinals. It's going to be a lot nicer here at halftime watching Beyonce without worrying about win and lose.
Y'all let me sing.
Murray from midfield pirouettes.
Look at that. Guys in the hole. The Jimbo package. And you see the Jumbo.
He got it with the lunge. Was that ball moving? You can see it right there.
He said, I can't give you a timeline, no promises, but I'm manifesting getting back.
Pretty good D, actually. Kind of holds him a little.
He's got the full rainbow, and he delivers a rainbow.
I'm watching my weight for playoffs. I'm watching my weight.
Getting beat on, it wears you down.
It's the first pass every team puts in. That's the old Spider 2Y banana.
Lamar Jackson is gone. Merry Christmas.
I mean, you didn't invite me over for a sleepover, though.
I did not. That is correct. I can confirm. I did not.
Wow. What a weekend it was. I mean, those were all actual football calls.
Oh, yes. That all really happened.
Whew. That was a gay way
You
to...
got a towel off.
That was a super gay roundup, Allie.
You have a lot of visuals running through your head right now.
Oh, my good God. I mean, I watched a lot of those games, and I don't remember any of that stuff. But, boy, you really do a good job of putting it together for us. Take a quick break. We're back in a second. When we return, an interesting proposition on an airplane that I regret not taking immediately. We'll get to that. Plus, if we have time for it, a little Don't Be a Dick, New Year's Eve people, and anyone that you've encountered so far since the new year has begun. There are certain types of people that I think we could all do without. The people,
oh, my gosh. Like they all of a sudden turn into a motivational speaker.
Or they've done their resolution for 2 days and they've already claimed it's changed their life.
And they never shut up about it.
So we'll take your open nominees for Don't Be a Dick, New Year's people. We'll come back with that and more after this on KROQ. It's KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. This technically, I think, is maybe in the category of comedy on the podcast. Like, I'm not even sure how the show is categorized. Jake, how do you put
The Bear is a comedy.
Yeah, I guess if The Bear is a comedy, this could be a comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not...
It's just so sad that you're like, but it's kind of funny.
People do tell us from time to time, hey, I was having a bad morning, you guys made me laugh, made me happy, so I guess technically that makes this a comedy, or people laugh at us. I'm not really sure if it can be a comedy if we're just being laughed at and mocked, whatever, and we do
It's
laugh.
a comedy for other people. For us, it's a tragedy.
Right. You're listening to a tragedy of a radio show that becomes a comedy for you, and every once in a while we attempt to make jokes on the show, to make it a funny show, to actually be a comedy show.
And I don't think I know you wouldn't consider yourself a comedian, would you? Me neither.
God, no.
Jake considers himself to be a stand-up comedian, and sometimes he works out his material live on the air, and it does not work.
So it's time for the return of the bad joke off. These are all jokes that were said over the airwaves of KROQ. We wish they were not. Apologies in advance. You will determine and help us determine which one is the worst of the bad jokes. Now, these jokes, I guess when people said them out loud, they thought they would be funny in their head. They're like, this is going to be funny. This is going to hit.
I'm going to find my moment. I'm going to, boom, strike.
And yesterday, we got reminded about this when we were talking about the hurricane, and the name Milton was not a great name for a hurricane. And then Jake said this, and it really silenced the room. But this was from yesterday's show.
Yes, you get a warning, and you can get out safely, evacuate, and find somewhere. But then you have to pack up all your stuff, find a place to stay. I'm sure it's really hard to find a place to stay in that amount of time.
Different names to make it sound scarier.
Well, the name
Instead of numbers?
You're saying Milton is not scary enough?
Milton's not scary.
Right.
Maybe Mama Jamma or something.
Right. Good point. Yes.
Tell that to this weatherman.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll appreciate that. He's going to start crying again. Here's that joke. So that was apparently an attempt at a joke. I don't know.
Omar liked it.
I don't think Omar liked it. I don't want to put words in Omar's mouth, but I know the noise Omar makes when he likes something, and that's more than that was him.
That was like, what are you doing? Laughter.
And listening back, I thought it was Mama Jamma. You said Mama Jamma.
Yeah.
Which is even weirder.
Yeah, even worse.
Mama Jamma.
So the first nominee in the bad joke off is not, shockingly, not even that. That was just a setup for it. These are
that was just reminded us that we need to do it again.
3 jokes. They're all apparently bad.
3 whole jokes, huh?
You're going to hear 3 different jokes. The first person nominated in the bad joke off is Jake the Nerd. And it's a joke he made about the always funny subject of drinking and driving.
Oh! I don't remember this.
Well, consider this a tragic look back at a joke that was made on the radio from Jake the Nerd.
Having a burger you just picked up at McDonald's and also having a beer on my lap.
Okay,
well, let's not. The beer is a problem, maybe, but how are you?
The weed's okay?
Yeah, the weed's okay.
Yeah, don't drink and drive. You might spill your drink.
Hey, thanks, Jay. Oh, hilarious shirt available at the
This
Venice
comedy
Boardwalk.
show got canceled last night.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Eric, let me ask you.
Oh,
so that
my
was
God.
Jake
It'll be a
going.
good T-shirt.
It already is a T-shirt, I guarantee it.
It is one of those dumb T-shirts that you look at when someone wears it. You go, "Wow, they thought that was funny enough to buy." It says, "Don't drink and
I got
drive."
it for Christmas.
You could spill your drink.
I feel like that joke is so old, and
So
that's what
old.
makes this joke so bad. Is like, what? Did you think that was original? Did you think you had just thought
of
of
course
it?
not. No, that's even like a No Effects song.
Okay. All right. Well, there's your first nominee for bad joke off. Don't drink and drive. You could spill your drink. And you heard it. I mean, we're all having a good time. We're all having a laugh, and we all just.
I feel like you'd find that on a Father's Day card.
Yes, you definitely would. And even the father would be like, "Eh, really?"
I could do better.
Your second nominee in the bad joke off was a joke that Klein made. Great. This was Allie talking about sex and what people are thinking about while they're having sex, I guess. And I made a bad joke, so here we go. Thanks. Allie, what do you believe the number one common thought people have while having sex?
I think it's to-do lists.
To-do lists, not who-do lists, which they're in the
Exactly.
middle of.
While you're doing someone else, you're thinking what you have to do after that.
That's interesting. I've got my to-go list going.
What's great is that you're smiling and laughing at your own
I
self.
did it so Jake would boo, and I knew it would happen, and he booed. Jake, joke number 2 is the to-go list.
I think that one's especially bad because you also made a who-do list before, like you made a weird who-do list joke before the to-go list joke. So you were trying to make multiple to-do list puns, none of which worked.
Well, I thought if I did enough of them, one would hit.
A who-do list or a to-go list.
Hey,
It's
listen,
like, all right,
I think that
that's enough.
people do have a list of people that they'd like to do while if they're having sex with someone they've been with for a while, they maybe have a running list of other people they're thinking about. That's cool. That's called a who-do list. You know
Then
that?
what is the to-go list?
That was just a bad joke. I don't know. I don't stand by that. I don't think. And your final nominee is Allie.
No.
Believe it or not. This was, I think we've said in this clip that this is the worst joke that was ever told on the history of the show.
Oh.
But we were talking about the different types of parties you go to as an adult. And somehow someone brought up housewarming parties. And Allie made this joke. And boy, is this a room silencer. Maybe when you turn 50, that's a big party.
Housewarming party?
That's kind of lame. That's like you show up and you bring someone a plant. Here's a fern,
That
happy
sounds
house.
nice.
And by the way, nowadays, if you have enough money to buy a house in Southern California, no one should be bringing you anything to your party. You should be giving people stuff.
And it's LA, so your house is already real warm.
So we got 1, 2, 3. That was the worst joke of the show so far. By the way, I think that may have been the worst joke in the history of the show. Write it down, Jake, for the bad joke off. All right, Allie.
You don't need to housewarm. It's a housewarming party in a warm house. Joke. It's kind of funny when you think about it. It's a thinker.
It's definitely not
It's a think piece. It'll sit with you.
3 bad jokes.
Keep tapping your forehead like that.
3 bad. I didn't even play the Intuit joke Allie made because
I stand by the Intuit joke. That's
sold
a
out
great
21
joke.
Pilots tickets. You can go to the Intuit Dome. Apparently, their grand opening last night was not a massive success.
Into it. More like can't get into it. Thank you, Vanessa.
I got you.
Get ready.
Let's just go home. All right, that one is not nominated.
I'm not even getting a laugh from Omar. I'm getting a pain.
Painful noise. So you have to decide who wins this round of the bad joke off. Is it the to-go list? Is it the housewarming party? No need to have a housewarming party because the houses in Southern California are already warm. That was a weather joke. Or is
I really should stay away from anything weather related.
Yeah. Or is it Jake's don't drink and drive?
Reprising a classic.
559 said, at 35 years old, I've never heard the Jake joke ever in my life.
It's still
that
not.
You may spill your beer.
It's still not a good joke, though.
Classic.
It's not classic.
Yes, it is.
I think even though it's not eligible, your Mama Jammer one may win this whole thing.
I stand by it.
I think Mama Jama is the winner.
All right. If only it wasn't right now.
I just want to focus on me. And you're like, no, you don't.
Just going to go home and meditate. What? Are you serious? So open nominees, because there are certain types of people that, I get it, everyone's trying to better themselves, be a better version of themselves, a different version of themselves, do the things this year they didn't do last year. But there are certain people that just bother us, and that's why we do Don't Be a Dick, so we can save society. If you are one of these people that you'll hear described in a moment on the radio, just proceed with caution into 2025. And it's time for Don't Be a Dick. Here we go.
Don't be a dick.
All right, Leslie, we'll start with you and make our way up and down these phones and text messages. Welcome to Don't Be a Dick. Who's your nominee?
Hi, yeah, it's the people that are always like, "Oh, I haven't done this since last year," or
the joke, yeah,
we haven't drank since last year. It's literally been like 4 days or something like that.
Yeah, those people love that joke. I haven't seen you since last year. And then if you don't respond, you don't give them, because it's 25.
You're like,
yeah, those people are pretty terrible.
Yeah, the since last year people.
Or I'll hear like at a restaurant, they'll say something like, "Well, I haven't had this meal since last year, so I'm gonna have it again." Like, we get
how many days does that joke last? Do you think?
I think it's already past the window. I think you get that maybe on the first and second, maybe if you're still pulling that today. And you're gonna get that. Listen, everyone works with someone that's gonna come back and say like, "Well, how do I look? You haven't seen me since last year." Or like one of those things.
And you're like, and I already want to forget you.
Yeah, that's a good nominee. That could actually win this whole thing. But look, there's some great ones coming through on the text line as well. 800-520-1067. Whoever nominee gets himself a choice of tickets.
Yeah, do the New Year's Eve people, like the countdown people count?
Oh, yeah. We're taking New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and people that you've encountered so far this year.
Because this came through on the text line, and I actually experienced this in person, people who screw up the countdown. Because there was a countdown happening on TV, and then people were also going by the countdowns just on their phones. So then there were like 3 different countdowns happening at one time, and then nobody knew when it was New Year's, and it just kind of screwed everything up.
208 says the New Year's gym turds. I don't know if they meant to write turds.
Actual gym turds?
Who clog up the gym for the first 3 weeks, making it almost unusable for regular gym goers. That's one of the early. That guy's roid raging right now, and he's not happy that he can't go to his favorite treadmill. Nominee on the text line. This is, of course, Don't Be a Dick nominees as we get into the brand new year. This is New Year's dicks as well. The person that tries to push whatever their resolution is onto you.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because you didn't make one. So like, you know what you should do? Do this one with me. We're going to start reading more.
Yeah. Or the people who get a journal or a planner every single year and then don't ever write in it.
Now you're mocking me. Okay, got it. Thank you.
You showed me your journal this morning before we even started.
I did get a 2025 planner. It is currently unused, and we'll check it again at the end of the year, and it will probably be unused. But I do make a goal every year to buy I do buy the planner.
Yeah.
I'm great at buying the planner. It's like I'm great at joining the gym. I'm just not great at going to the gym.
I know, but that's what makes you kind of annoying.
Yes, I get it. By the way, you're not wrong. Carly, welcome to KROQ. It's Don't Be a Dick. New Year's dicks. What do you got?
The people who start volunteering only do it for like 3 or 4 days, and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that they want to volunteer more?
And give back, and then they realize this is annoying being surrounded by all these bums.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done with this. All right. That's
really annoying.
It's a fair nominee right there as well. I would accept that.
Yeah. 626 wanted to just nominate anybody in an Uber on New Year's Eve.
Oh, well, yeah, but I mean, look, they're paying the surge pricing. I feel like you've earned the right to throw up in that.
Dude, when I was a rideshare driver, I worked New Year's Eve from, I think, 2 until 4 in the morning, and I made the most money on those days, and it was the best.
818 nominating this round of New Year's Don't Be a Dick, the person that constantly talks about their new diet and what they're not eating. They love to say, I can't have that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not having that. But you had it 2 days ago. What are you talking about? You're not having that now.
You know what? The people who have resolutions to read more and then share all their stupid book recommendations with you.
Yeah.
Because there are a few people I know that are like, I'm vowing to read more, and they're posting endlessly about the things that they read, and I'm like, okay, you read.
Or all of a sudden, you start talking about something on Netflix, you're like, Squid Game's new season's out. They're like, I'm reading the book.
Yeah.
You're like, what? What are you talking about? This was never you up until this week. What the hell are you saying right now?
Squid Game is so not a book.
Well, I'm just that's how they would say it.
I love that's one example that you can come up with.
Yeah, of course.
That's a book.
Because it would be that is exactly the type of annoying person it would be. You're like, all right, fine, whatever. Good luck with the book. That sounds fun. We'll take these, pick our favorites. That's a good one too. Person that invites you to the big New Year's Eve party that they're responsible for, and then only about 3 people show up. And they spend the whole time trying to explain to you it's actually a good party.
Oh, yeah.
Carlos, we'll give you the final word on this. We'll pick our favorite. We'll give away some tickets. We'll do it all after Lincoln Park right here on KROQ. Klein Alley Show, back at it in 25. Thanks for hanging out. Carlos, don't be a dick, final nominee. What do you got?
Yeah, my wife asked me to stop smoking weed for our New Year's resolution.
It's always rough when someone tries to put a resolution onto you that is more of a benefit for them, but she probably positioned it like this was good for you somehow.
Well, we both have smoke weed and get high, and we both do it together. It's never really not alone. It's mostly commonly together. So she just wanted to tell me, like, hey, I think our resolution this year should be stop smoking weed.
Well, what did you say when she gave you that? Because that is
Did you blow smoke in her face?
Well, she usually tells me this stuff as we're smoking. So I'm like, well, okay, yeah, sure,
Right, just like a high idea.
Yeah, it's like more like a stoner thought. Like, hey, we should stop smoking weed this year. Like, yeah.
That's funny. All have a good laugh.
Yeah, has that resolution been made and broken many
I feel
times?
like every year that probably comes up. New Year's Eve, they get really baked.
It's usually made and broken about 6 to 7 times a year.
But it's easy to say when you're high, we should stop smoking.
Yeah.
Because then you're high and you're already enjoying that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But also you can have those like weird, deep, paranoid thoughts where you're like, you know what, maybe you have a vision of what your life potentially could look like.
Totally.
And
And it
like,
feels very real to you.
And then you're finally in that place where you're not high anymore. You're like, I gotta get some weed. But there is that person. I saw this nominee come through quite a bit as we're talking about don't be a dick New Year's people. The person that like needs you to be a part of their resolution with them.
Yeah.
Like in this particular case, they smoke together, so it's not like she's just going to give it up and he's going to sit
But
there
your
by
wife
himself
is
and
doing
smoke.
this too, isn't she?
Well, yeah,
it's
they're
like
smoking
we
together.
are going to not spend as much money, but we are also going to buy only organic produce at Whole Foods and Erewhon.
And I'm like, you can do that, but if I want to go eat KFC, I'm eating KFC.
Guess who spent his In-N-Out gift card real fast? You.
Well, a couple of them, actually.
Yeah, like you
Been
get
through quite a few of them.
I still have mine.
Oh, can't believe
I
it.
do too.
Burned through that real quick.
Yeah, I mean, no one loves fast food more than you.
Yeah, I do love it, but I'm the only guy I know that has gotten into the drive-through line and gotten out of the drive-through line because I've had enough. I've had the moment of like, what am I doing to myself? I got to get out of here.
Well, you got to smoke more weed, and that won't happen.
Then you don't have those thoughts. Then you just stay there. Allie got some sad news earlier today in the show. A text from her wife. This is the first text of the new week. Read the text for people that were not listening earlier. This happened at 6 something this morning, and it started out so positive and full of hope, just like this year, just like 2025 before things started falling apart. Allie got this text out of the gate.
Hi, honey. I hope you're having a good start back to work.
Great first line, nice thing to hear, nice supportive text. Maybe you send that line to whoever it is you're currently dating or seeing. I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
I'm about to have a bad impact on your day.
Now, this is where I would stop texting if you're going to write the same message, but this is the second text she received.
But I think today is the day we need to put the cat down. She can't walk at all. Now, this has progressed a lot throughout the show, and I apologize because I've had to kind of go back and forth about this on what to do because it seems like her back legs aren't working anymore. She can't use the bathroom. She hasn't been eating or drinking anything.
This is your wife or the cat?
This is my wife.
Okay,
sorry.
got it. Just making sure.
So Katie called the vet, and she said, what would it look like if we had somebody come to the house and do this today?
What would it look like? It would look like a dead cat.
It would look.
What are you trying
And they
to
sent me a screenshot.
Is she trying to figure out, like, it looked like a scene from The Craft. Was she trying to figure out, like, what it's going to cost? Is that what you meant?
Yes.
Oh, what would it look like? Why don't you say what's like? It's so funny because no one wants to come across as being so cavalier that they're like, what is the, what's the
I know,
bottom
the
line
way
on
people
that?
skirt around, like, the money part when they're talking about their animals.
Same thing. They were putting a cast on my daughter who just broke her arm or broke her wrist. They were saying things like, we can do a color cast or a multicolor cast, and she was all excited. I'm like, what's the...
What does it look like if we don't do that?
Yeah, what's it going to look like if we do a multicolor cast? And the guy's like, a rainbow! And I was like, no, I mean, like, financially.
Yeah, what does it look like in my wallet?
What if we just go with the standard beige? Is that okay?
So she said that it would be $800, including the private cremation where we get her ashes.
This is where they get you. Because I just went through this last year almost, but they... the at-home
Did
one...
you just make a last year joke?
2 weeks ago. They will... This is where the upcharge really comes down to is how do you want...
The package, right. Because didn't they, like, send her ashes to you and then they got the wrong address and then it was lost in the mail?
They lost my dog in the mail. But then we got... Well, I don't know what we got. We got a box.
We got somebody.
We got a box. We got something. And it's sitting on a shelf in my house right now. Who knows who's in there?
Okay, so she said she scheduled something for 4:40 today, but we're going to bring her there. So it seems like today is actually the day.
So she got two prices. Do you come to the house or go in, and you decided not worth?
I mean, the fact that she is scheduling something not at home means that it must be significantly
cheaper
to bring her there.
That's always good when your cat can't walk to say, let's go ahead and move this out of the house. Let's move you as far away. Doesn't she also
her least favorite place in the whole world is the car and the vet and the crate. Like all of those places, she just cannot. That's why they were like, if you're going to go through any kind of treatment or cutting her leg off or any of that stuff, I would seriously consider the fact that it's all really stressful and hard on her.
And putting her in that carrier.
Oh my God, she pees and craps all over the place as soon as you put her in there.
Right. What a beautiful send-off.
Yeah, she was a good cat.
So take a moment today and think of Allie's cat.
And you know what? She was a real bitch. And it was just so beautiful because we had people that would house sit for us and they would leave because they were so afraid of my cat. And they wouldn't be able to use the bathroom. She would block off the bathroom and she would hiss and scratch at them. And it's just such a beautiful memory that I have of her.
323 said, a final nominee for Don't Be a Dick, New Year's people, the person that brings you down after you're off to a good start by talking about how they're killing their cat later.
Well, and thank you to 949 who said, go to PetSmart. They put him down by the pound.
There you have it.
Thanks for the rec.
That's a good recommendation. Love the interaction this morning. Welcome to 2025. Takeaways next. show is going to be better in 25? Well, it's pretty much the same, but thanks for checking us out anyway. You net bangers checking us out on the stream right now on KROQ's YouTube. Hello. Hopefully you're having a good start to the year, and those of you listening to us traditionally on KROQ, new listeners as well, making the switch, and also deciding that this is the new habit. I forget what they say. You need to give it a week or something before it's a real habit, or 90 days.
14 days.
14 days before it becomes a habit. It's all we're asking for is 14 days of your life this entire year with this show. And by the end of that time, maybe you become as big of a fan as this person is.
Hey, guys. Colin from Colorado over here. Sweet Dibbins. My husband tells me all the time about your guys' pawn shop visits, and I need to see, can you guys do a compilation of all the pawn shop visits? Because I work 9 to 5 and I can't listen to podcasts, and I want to hear just the compilation of all of them, and I just think it'd be so good. Cool. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Doña. I appreciate it. There's the husband in the background.
Nonya!
Yeah, we don't
get a Nonya in.
I don't think we can customize the podcast for every listener's specialty requirements.
Sure we can. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, Jake, get on that. They're big fans. You know what? Forget it.
I don't have anything to do.
Whatever you guys need, just one-on-one. Jake has nothing to do, and if you need certain special podcasts, you can go ahead. Omar, give us your top 5 pawn shop clips you have, because
this has got to be number 1.
God damn,
and this one's pretty good when Jake tells Mama that he's in the radio business, and she seems so depressed by it.
No, I'm in the radio business.
She's just like laughing at him.
She's in the pawn business, and she's laughing at Jake. What a sad career, sir.
The guy is very weird.
Yeah, I like that. That's one of my favorites.
Hey, Jake, are you going to go back?
I don't know. I don't have anything else to pawn.
Jake, here's the thing. Because a lot of people are doing resolutions for the new year, maybe we give you a bunch of stuff that you're giving up. Maybe you try to pawn like a half pack of cigarettes. We can give you some things that you're getting away from. Maybe some booze. Just say it's all part of your...
I can't take booze in there. There's a big legality thing.
Really?
Remember I took a 5th of Jameson in there before, and they're like, oh, no, we can't take that.
That's where they draw the line at that place?
Yeah.
It's like international waters in there.
Are you sure they were talking about you?
They were talking to the bottle about Jake. Hey, can't bring
Don't let that guy in here.
Don't bring that weirdo in here. All right. Well, anyway, yes, Jake will return to the pawn shop. That's great. Thank you for reminding us. We need you guys to help us keep the show on the tracks. Quickly, before we get out of here, some calls for Allie. Jeff, go ahead. I know you want to give Allie some support as she's putting her cat to sleep later today.
Yeah, absolutely. There's this dope spot in Venice. It's like a little pet animal clinic where they have a Zen room. And what they do is they put you in the Zen room, let you hang out with your cat, and then, they take the cat to the back. They put, the PICC line in.
Float it down the old Venice canals like baby Moses.
No.
It's a good idea. And
then, right in my arms. And this was a cat I got at the Agora Animal Shelter. It was 21 years old. Little Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, what an adorable name. So this guy had a good experience in Venice. What are the odds
it kind of
Venice?
sounds similar to every vet.
Yeah, but you get to drive to Venice, so it's a lot further, more inconvenient.
It's just sitting an hour and a half of traffic.
Yeah, by the end, the cat.
Zen room.
Anyone at the end of that drive is like, just take me already.
They call it a Zen room.
Takeaways.
Lotus in there.
A really long car ride for her sounds great.
Let's do some takeaways from today's show and get out of here. And thanks for hanging out with us. We will be back tomorrow. Keep in mind, in about 15 minutes, you have another spot to hop on that standby list for KROQ's Mile High Club to London with Justice, and you'll get those tickets with Nicole Alvarez coming up, or at least your spot on the standby list in about 15 minutes. All right. Takeaways, what do we got?
Let's see. 213, my takeaway is drinking and driving isn't cool, but sometimes it's hilarious. 626, my takeaway is as a bisexual woman, who gives an F? 310, my takeaway is Merry Happy New Year.
Merry Happy New Year. One of the nicest messages we received on the GOAT line, and I hope all of you have a Merry Happy New Year.
Similarly, 818, F them, relax your liver, and prepare for battle.
That was great advice.
909, my New Year's resolution is to get rid of Allie's cat. Mission accomplished. Oh. God. And 213, my takeaway is God hates homeowners.
God does hate homeowners. Jake, got a takeaway from today's show?
Yeah, Roombas cause cancer.
Yeah, we learned that on today's show. That's weird, according to Allie. I don't even know.
Well, they have the little...
you might want to fact check that.
No, when I went to go buy one on Amazon, they had like a disclaimer thing that came up, and it was like, hey, by the way, this is like the fumes from this or whatever is known to cause cancer.
Disclaimer said idiots believe that this will cause cancer.
I'm telling you, it's on the little thing.
You got a takeaway from today's show? Omar.
Oh yeah, my takeaway is that I can't wait to see Pighead Alley.
Big Head Alley is going to be the biggest star ever. Here's just a kind message to get you all in the right mood as we say goodbye.
Hey, Klein Alley Show. I just wanted to call in and say Happy New Year.
Thank you. We will accept your Happy New Year's. And to you as well. All right, that's it. You got a takeaway, or are we done?
My takeaway is Chalamet.
Chalamet.
Oh, Chalamet. Good Chalamet to you, sir.
Good Chalamet to you all. We'll do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. Stick around. Nicole Alvarez. 40 minutes nonstop KROQ starts next.
Klein Alley Show.
Ready? Oh yeah, I forgot that I have to do that.
Give a second. Go ahead.
Hi guys, Happy New Year! As you know, my buddy Johnny's not here because his car's not working. In my opinion, he could have Ubered, but what do I know? What do I know? As we told you at the beginning of the show, it's crazy in here. It's literally, it was chaotic. Everything was disconnected. The phones, the computers. It was chaotic, but we are excited for 2025. We're gonna fix this mess. We're gonna have a great year of shows. And I know they were hating on New Year's people, and that is definitely me, and I don't care. So if you have New Year's resolutions, don't let the bullies bring you down. You accomplish your resolutions. If you don't, you know what I mean? I saw some people have the same resolutions as me, so I hope you don't dare either. And guys, have a lovely day. Wait, hold on, let me read. The best part of the show. Hi guys. There's a lot of hellos. We did clean, but then what happened is that we got new carpet, so we had to put everything into boxes, and they took everything out, and yeah, this is what we came into. Trust, we definitely cleaned, but then now we just have to organize. I'm not looking forward to it. And we're one man down, so maybe we'll do it tomorrow. No, we have to do it today. Anyways, what else? My New Year's was great. How was your guys' New Year's? Is everyone doing great? Anyways, guys, I wish sometimes that I could hear voices back instead of text of messages. But anyways, today's giveaway, qualifier to go see Justice in London. So if it's in your New Year's resolution to travel, hit us up at 10 with Nicole. Guys, I have to go because there's a lot to do. But I did want to say hello. I wanted to be here to say thank you so much for coming back. I see the day oneers in here, the OG net bangers. So I appreciate that. Guys, I will see you tomorrow with Johnny, with my homie. I forgot his name, Johnny. Tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Bye.